Somebody else has something they want to talk about. I haven't even looked at the news. Again, I don't look at the news. Not anymore. Sup, GW? HR.
I got
AFC join the Republicans. What the fuck does that mean? Right.
I don't know. Hey, GW, let's take a few steps back here, like your hairline. What do you mean by that?
Great American Festival? Great American Fair? No, I have not. But that sounds like something to be from the 50s or from a video game or something. The Great American Fair. What the hell is that crap?
Dystopian. No one went to it. I heard they canceled it.
That's what she was. Well, I guess that's what she was alluding to. Josh. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Can you turn your background noise off?
Yeah, one second. Hello, is this better?
Yeah. Can I get your age and who you voted for?
19 and Kamala Harris.
No. Wait.
Dude,
18. Could you even vote?
Yeah.
That was a close call then, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm waiting for Republicans.
Okay.
But
well, I was wondering why you're Marxist.
Why I'm Marxist?
Yes.
Wait, does it say in my background that I'm a Marxist?
Yeah, teacher of Marxism.
Oh. I didn't even read it.
DT's picture is also at the bottom of it, too. Your shitty job at cropping.
I can't see that either. Whatever, jerk.
Yes, he's a Marxist, but he's a Mojo Marxist. So he's never actually read anything like Lenin or Marx or anything like that. He just came up with his own idea.
Stop it. I'm a Marxist because I believe that all human beings have the right to life, and I'd like to make that a possibility in the greatest nation that's ever existed.
I mean, that doesn't tell me about why you're Marxist. Like, I believe in the right to life.
It doesn't?
No, I can believe in the right to life and be socialist, like a social liberal or something.
Okay, so then tell me what you think a Marxist is.
What's the question?
Tell me what you think Marxism is.
I think Marxism advocates for the worker taking the means of production.
That would be socialism.
Okay, tell me what you mean by Marxism then.
All right, quick synopsis. The way I put it, capitalism is the mixture of one person's capital with the theft of somebody else's labor in order to produce a profit. Socialism is the means of production being owned and controlled by the people as a whole, or in market socialism, it would be by individual markets through co-ops. Communism would be a form of government that is operated and controlled by the people as a whole. And Marxism is a philosophy that incorporates those two things in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I mean, everything you just said, like every definition you just gave is basically reductive to the workers owning the means of production.
No, I would argue that it's an individual owning the right to his own labor.
Yeah, so the worker, right? So the individual is the person who's working.
Okay.
But yeah, so you didn't even give me a real distinction between communism and socialism. But we can just get into.
I did. One's government and one's economy.
So the one is the government owning the means of production.
One is the government. The other is the economy. The economy is where things are produced.
Oh,
the government you mean is where laws are passed.
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean now. So you don't think like socialism is a wait, do you refer to communism in the governmental sense or socialism in the governmental sense?
Are you serious? You didn't hear anything I just said?
Well, I didn't think that was relevant.
What the fuck? If it wasn't relevant, why are you asking me the goddamn question right now?
I'm just asking you a clarifying question because apparently
but it's not. I already clarified this in my statement.
Do you know what a clarification is? That was your first.
Yes, I already did clarify it by giving you my definitions.
Okay, I'm asking for an actual clarification. Do you believe
you are asking me
is in a governmental or an economic sense? Yeah, that's what a clarification is, right? Like I'm asking you to figure out exactly what your position is. You already said it. Fine, I agree. I didn't think that was relevant, so I'm asking you for a clarification. Do you think socialism is in a governmental sense, or do you think it's in the economic sense? Because I guarantee you,
socialism is an economic system. Okay. Communism is a governmental system.
Okay, and you do realize I'm pretty sure most Marxists would actually disagree with you that communism is only
absolutely no idea what you just said.
I said you do realize that most. I said you do realize that most economists and even most Marxists would disagree with you that communism is not an economic system.
That what is not an economic system?
Communism is not an economic system.
I didn't say it was.
Yeah,
I said communism is a governmental system.
Yes, I said that.
Why are you not?
Are you listening to me? Can you repeat what?
You're not listening to me.
Said? No, did you?
I've answered your question 4 times now, and
I don't think you comprehended what I just said. I didn't ask you a question. I'm telling you that you do realize that most Marxists would disagree with you that communism is not an economic system.
Is that a question?
No, it's a rhetorical question.
It is. You do realize that is a question.
No, that's a rhetorical question. You're not meant to answer the question.
What is a rhetorical question? Is it not a question?
Yeah, well, it's not a question in the sense you think it is.
No. Then why the fuck does it use the word question?
Just because he uses the word question doesn't mean it's a question in the sense you use it. Dude, am I speaking? Are you good? Like, have you taken an IQ test before?
Perfect.
No,
you have absolutely no idea how to fucking speak English.
You need to take an IQ
test. You have no idea how to speak English.
No, you don't.
You have no idea how to listen.
idea how to comprehend English. It's like I'm speaking to a child.
I know you are, but what am I?
Let's get to your position. Let's get to your position. Why do you believe that communism or even socialism is the correct position?
The correct position. I've already answered this question as well.
No, you haven't.
I believe human beings have the right to life.
Yes, that doesn't tell me why you're Marxist. I mean, why you believe in communism or socialism.
It does, because I think this is the only.
Okay, so what's the contradiction? What's the contradiction in
It does.
That's fine.
Because I believe it does, because I believe that this is the only way we can get there.
Okay, can you demonstrate that?
Demonstrate what?
That communism or socialism is the only way to get to affirming the right to life.
Because ownership of one's own labor and means of production, as well as all basic needs being met, are the only ways that you can ensure life for all human beings within a society, and Marxism is the only way you can get there.
Okay, so you did say something that was very important, that being like ensuring the well-being of citizens of a country.
You are mumbling.
I believe you can do that.
You are mumbling.
I think. What are you talking about?
You are mumbling. I can't understand what you're saying.
Okay, I can speak slowly for you. That's fine. So
it's not.
You mentioned
speaking.
Something
fast.
Can I speak?
It has everything to do with you mumbling.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
This has nothing to do with you speaking fast. It has
everything
to do with you mumbling.
Can you hear me?
Can you stop mumbling?
I'm not mumbling. Can you hear me?
You
If my mic is bad, I can switch.
We can hear you just fine.
Okay, so I don't know why. I don't know what this guy's talking. So you mentioned I can speak clearly for you. That's fine. I can speak slowly for you too. So you mentioned something that was important. You said ensuring the well-being of citizens. That's what quote unquote Marxism does. Can you demonstrate to me that capitalism cannot do that?
I didn't say that ensuring the well-being of anything is anything. As a matter of fact, I never used the term ensuring the well-being.
Yes. Do you know what do you know what paraphrasing is? Like, dude, like to the other person on the panel, am I speaking French? Like, you can understand me, right?
He's asking.
I don't think. Yeah, I'm asking whoever she is.
Me?
Messi.
Yeah. Can you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you're talking kind of fast and it's kind of mumble jumbled together. I think that's
okay. So I'm talking. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to talk slowly because it's not. This guy's not understanding me. So I said, okay, you said that socialism, the means by which it ensures the right to life, is by ensuring the well-being of citizens. That's a paraphrase of what you. It's a paraphrase. Okay, I didn't say you actually said that.
And it's okay, so that's not what I said. So that's not the sentiment that I was putting out.
That was the sentiment you were putting out.
No, it isn't.
Then what was your sentiment, Mojo?
Yeah, what was your sentiment? Go ahead.
My sentiment was that the only way that you can ensure that somebody owns their own labor and has all of their basic needs met is
basic needs met.
Utilize Marxism.
So basic needs, that's well-being. Like, so when you refer to basic needs,
food, shelter.
Well-being. Yes, that's ensuring the well-being of citizens.
It is not.
It is not.
It is not.
It's not.
What? It's not.
Basic needs.
It is not.
So basic needs is not equivalent to ensuring the well-being of your citizens.
It is not.
I don't know what's happening.
Well, the host, I'm sorry. You need to take
kid and he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
You need to take an IQ test. Like,
do you believe in human nature, Joshua?
Oh, Jesus Christ! Now you're trying to start a real argument.
But in all seriousness, the host needs to take an IQ test. Like, this is actually...
No, it's okay. It's fine. He's a smart man. He's a smart man. But Josh, do you believe in human nature?
What do you mean by human nature?
What the fuck?
I
don't know how to answer that.
So you don't even know. So you don't even understand the question you're asking.
That's because it's a stupid fucking question.
It's a stupid question to clarify what you mean by nature.
Human.
Have you never heard the term human nature? Have you?
Yes, I've heard it. Yeah, I've heard it in multiple.
Then senses. You understand what it is, right?
No, it has multiple senses. There's different meanings.
Really? What are the multiple senses?
Yes, so you can refer to nature in the sense of essence, that being that which defines human. You can refer to nature in the colloquial sense, in which what classifies
what are you
or what
doing?
Is common.
Are you spanking yourself?
I'm answering your question because I know you haven't read anything in regards to this.
What
we have AD, so we got distracted by the slapping sound.
I'm teaching her. Can you listen? Can you pay attention?
We're trying.
We are trying. Anything, child.
I just taught you. Basic philosophy.
No.
He's the teacher of philosophy, teacher of Marxism.
I'm a teacher of philosophy. Yep.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So can you clarify what you mean by nature?
Don't even bother answering the idiotic question. Seriously.
Is he asking me? Because I don't know how to answer it.
He is asking.
So so why are you asking the question if you don't even understand what terms you're using?
Human nature. I don't know how to describe it.
Okay, so why are you using the term if you don't even understand what you're saying?
I don't know how to describe it in a way that you would understand if you don't understand just the basic human nature term.
Well, there's different senses of the term. I just gave you
like what? What are the different senses of the term human nature?
Yeah, you can use nature in the terms of essence. That be what defines a human. You can use nature in the colloquial sense. That be in which
consciousness.
What is typical of a human.
He thinks that if you have 2 arms and 2 legs, then you're human, and that's part of your nature. That's what he's suggesting.
Lots of things have 2 arms and 2 legs.
I don't know what this guy's talking about. By the way, like he's confused. So
human nature. Okay, let me. Hey, child. let me just explain this to you.
Hey, child.
So,
shh,
yes.
quiet.
So
I'm talking to the other person. I'm talking to the other person on the panel. I don't want you to speak.
Explain to you.
You're not intellectually equipped to have a conversation.
I'm going to explain to you.
You are not intellectually equipped to have a conversation like this.
You realize
I'm speaking
to. I don't care if he kicks it.
Well, why don't you just try to have a conversation?
I'm trying to talk to the other person because this guy is not intellectually equipped.
Okay, let's focus on me.
Conversation like this.
Okay, Josh, it's you and me.
Yeah, so can you answer my question? What do you mean by human nature? Do you mean it in the sense of essence, or do you mean it in the sense of what is typical of humans?
What's typical of humans? Let's go with that.
Okay. I believe there's many things that are typical of humans. Yeah.
So you believe that it exists, whether in essence or in typicalness?
Oh no, I don't believe a human essence exists.
Oh, you don't believe human essence, but you said that.
Wait, what is human essence?
Yeah, an essence is just going to be what defines something. I don't think anything particularly defines it.
An essence is what? Why didn't you say the definition of human then?
I thought consciousness.
I don't think there's a definition of human if I don't think there's.
You just said it's what defines something. That's the fucking definition by definition.
Sentience.
What is this guy talking about?
You're such an idiot,
dude. This might be the biggest demonstration of the Dunning-Kruger effect I've ever seen in my life. So can I again? I'm not even speaking to you.
You know what? I agree with you.
I actually
agree with you.
Can I speak to
you? You have no place on this panel whatsoever.
Be quiet. Can I speak to the other person on the panel? So we already established that I mean it in terms of typicality.
Say my name, bitch.
We already agreed that you've already agreed. Okay, that we're speaking in terms of typicality. So what? Okay, I believe that there's many things that are typical of humans. What's the issue?
It's worse than cringy.
I know this before.
Well, cringy's smarter than he is, which is pretty sad. But
cringy's smart. I like Scratch better.
You didn't even know what you meant by nature. Like this is actually sort of.
No, I don't know how to explain it to you in a way that you seem to would comprehend and.
Well, you didn't even know that there were multiple meanings of the term nature. Like how embarrassing.
They're not multiple meanings.
Yes, they are. I just gave you
definition. The definition of a term is not the meaning of a term, and you define essence as a definition.
This guy just said the definition of a term is not the meaning of a term.
It's not.
Yeah, in this context, it is, dumbass.
No, it's not.
Oh, we don't have to be mean.
No, it's not.
Well, I'm not being mean. I'm just like giving.
You said essence was equivalent to fucking definition. What a fucking idiotic statement that is.
Yes,
how old are you?
That's true.
Josh, 19. Are you in any philosophy classes in college? Are you in college?
Not into philosophy.
You're not into philosophy?
No.
He is completely uneducated.
I know basic philosophy.
He is completely uneducated. Completely.
Wait, to the host, can you search up right now? Is essence roughly equivalent to a definition?
Roughly. Is essence roughly equivalent to?
Yeah, a definition.
Did Cringy come in? Yeah. Oh, God. Bring him up. Cringy, come up and talk to this fucking stupid kid.
I mean, I think the jokes write themselves at this point.
I agree. I fucking agree.
I agree too, man.
Well, look at that. We found common ground.
Yeah, no, this idiot doesn't understand that there's different.
Listen, you don't got a name call. Be nice.
I'm not name calling. I'm just making an observation.
You did. You just did name call.
No, there's a difference between a name call and an observation, right?
It's cringy. Cringy doesn't want to come.
He's not in the room. I didn't see him. Oh, I mean, I saw him come in, but he must have been just quickly scrolling through. Oh, there he is. Get up here.
Wait, Cringy is, I'm pretty sure he's like a socialist, democratic socialist, sock dem sock, I'm not sure, but something like that.
But yeah, so to the host, like, can you just search it up? Like, I feel like that would clarify some confusion on your end. Because it seems like you're not educated on this.
When she's talking about human nature, she's just simply
no, that's not what I told you to do.
Just shut up.
Hey, be quiet. So can you search up? Is essence roughly equivalent?
Human nature is generally defined as something a set of traits that a human being is born with. For example, something like greed. A lot of people will say that humans are inherently. Well, no, I would say it's not telos, but a lot of people would say that greed is inherent to all human beings, and I would disagree with that statement.
I'm not greedy.
Yeah, to the host, can you search up is essence roughly equivalent to a definition?
Is essence roughly equivalent to a definition?
Yes.
I've already moved on.
Oh, you've moved on now. Oh, okay, that's fine. So I'll just take that as concession then, that's fine.
The only essence I like is evanescence.
Evanescence is good.
Mm-hmm. He probably doesn't know
She's actually still pretty good looking in her older age, too.
Yeah, and her voice is fucking incredible.
Awesome. Yeah, it is absolutely incredible.
I remember being in high school, blaring that one CD they had.
Do you have any other questions, like about Marxism, or do you have anything else important you need to say, child?
Yeah, child. So, you get to answer my question.
What?
Yeah, the original question: why you a Marxist? Why do you believe in socialism and communism?
But I told you.
No, you get to answer the question, right?
But I did. Asked and answered.
So, to the other person on the panel,
he still hasn't said my name.
The other person,
because I don't care to say your name.
Messy.
What was his answer to the question? What was his answer to the question?
Say it. Do it, Messy.
What was that? What was his answer to? What was his?
Bitch.
What was his answer to the question? Because maybe I missed it. Maybe I was just like.
Well, you missed everything.
Preoccupied with.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, you weren't paying attention.
Way the fuck over your head.
All right, so I guess the host just has to repeat what his answer to my question.
Say my name, say my name. No, I love you.
God, you are boring. Boring.
Yo.
Yo.
So you're a teacher of Marxism. I've never seen a Marxist call the revolution spiritual before. That's new.
Who's it? I'm a teacher of Marxism. God, I gotta read these fucking backgrounds before I put them up.
I mean, I don't. You put that the revolution spiritual.
Starting fights that you don't even want to be in.
I'm like, what? Where did that come from? Oh shit! It's probably the.
I don't know. It was written on your thing, and you left it up there.
I know. I just didn't read it before I put
it. You didn't read it.
The host is just lost.
Somebody else made this for him, and he just copied it.
Oh, just copied it.
Yeah, I just posted it. I didn't do much of anything.
He just likes the way it looks.
Yeah, just likes the way it looks, right?
I did. I just asked him to make me something that had to do with Mojo at church preaching.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I did.
That was made for me?
Interesting. Yeah.
Call me dummy.
Okay. Are you a Nazi?
Call me dummy. Wait. Well, I'm sorry. What was your response? What did you say?
Call me what? No.
No. The new kid.
Huh?
What did you ask me about preaching or being a teacher of Marxism?
Oh, I was just going to say you're a teacher of Marxism, but you're calling the revolution spiritual. I was just going to point that out.
I would say it's inherently spiritual. I would say that because it's something that exists in the dialectical. It's something we talk about. It's something we think about. It's something that we work out.
Wait, do you mind interject for just 1 second on that? So you're calling the revolution something that we think about under like an idealist framework, but you're a
Marxist. I don't believe that. I don't believe in a real revolution. I don't believe that we should.
You don't believe in a real revolution?
I don't. I don't think we should kill. I don't think we should kill people in order to change the system. I think we can change the system without actually killing anybody.
So you're like a reformist?
Sure.
Okay, so how do you? Okay, so you want like a peaceful kind of thing?
Incrementally.
So But like what you're
pragmatic.
describing
I call myself
here,
a pragmatic Marxist. So
okay.
I am vote blue no matter who, because blue will get me closer to the ideal world that I'm looking for, and I will push for more progressive candidates as we go. The difference between me and a sock dem or even a dem sock would be that I want to end up going all the way, and I'd like to go ahead and institute a fully Marxist society, where I don't think most of them would. I think they still want some form of capitalism, some form of catered democracy, but I'd kind of like a perfect democracy and no capitalism at all.
Okay, so you do want to further into a communist society, though.
Yes.
So then, how exactly do you? Because I heard the word small increments, but at one point, if you want to do that, the U.S. dollar has to fall. Global economy fails. I mean, I don't know what the number would be, but it'd probably be hundreds of millions of people die, starve. Like, I don't even, the amount of stuff that would fire off.
I disagree.
I mean, I personally feel we're headed that direction.
Okay, which one do you disagree with in that? Like, that the U.S. dollar?
I disagree that that has to happen. I think on a countrywide scale, we can start instituting socialism by ensuring that basic needs are met. So food, housing, clothing, security, education, healthcare. These are all things we can work on getting for everybody that exists in our society. And at the same time, we can work on a one world government and start instituting these things worldwide as well.
Okay. Like, I can get your point, but I feel you used the word pragmatic earlier. If we apply that here, I can only see like leads to a lot of imperial outreach. Very Soviet.
No, I don't think we need imperialism.
I agree with you, right? But that's what a one world government. Unless you're either look. I mean, there's only a few.
Well, you haven't asked me. You haven't asked me how to implement a one world government.
Okay. All right. Tell me.
One world government.
I say we start by getting every country to join NATO. Once we get the vast majority of countries joining NATO, we have everybody join the UN as well. The UN would work as a governing body for the entire planet. It would be something that exists, say, above and beyond like the federal government in the US. So each country would abide by a specific set of or doctrine of human rights. We come up with a certain amount of tenets. We agree on those tenets. We vote those tenets into place, and then each country would have to abide by those tenets of human rights. And then once we can get to that point, we can start working on getting everybody food all over the world, shelter all over the world, education, healthcare. So
how do you? Because like we have certain defined, I don't know what they call them, but some type of human rights in things like NATO and the UN, but they're not followed, or they've had votes on like world starvation or whatever. But the problem is, and everybody knows this, is it's not enforced. Like international law exists, but it also doesn't exist because it doesn't do anything. It's only ever prosecuted if someone loses. So how do we enforce this?
That's why I think we have to get everybody to join NATO first. And then once we get everybody to join NATO with no veto power, we get everybody that's in the NATO process also join the UN. And nobody will be able to veto. There will be democratic votes.
Okay, I get that. How do you non-imperially force non-Western countries to join NATO?
You just ask them.
I don't think it'd be much force involved. I mean,
okay, so we go ask China, we go ask Islamic countries and Russia if they want to join NATO. Yeah, and they're going to be like, yeah, I want to join NATO.
Why wouldn't they? It's a defensive pact. If the United States of America and our military can back up a country in a defensive stance, I would say every country on the face of the planet would agree to that. And if they decide they don't want to agree because they want to be aggressive, once we get enough countries in that defensive pact with the U.S. military backing it up, I don't think they'd have a choice because they won't be able to attack any other country.
We would imperialize.
There's no force there.
That is force.
No, it's not. You just ask them. If they say no, you walk away. You ask the next country, and then once you get the vast majority. Yeah, once you get the vast majority of countries, once you get the vast majority of countries to agree, then they have They have to at that point.
Right. They don't have a
because
choice
because they can't aggress on anybody.
Right. Okay.
They can't aggress, and we're not going to do the aggression because NATO is a defensive pact.
Right. They're not gonna. Right. I understand that it's all defensive, but you have left them with either joining or being against the global military.
No, not against. We're not going to do any harm to them.
Oh, you're not going. Well, but that's the whole thing. You're not going to aggress towards them, but they always know if they do anything, there's a global military.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. So they just can't aggress on anybody else too. If they want to stand on their own, they have the right to do that.
But I understand that. But either way, you still lead. There's some type of militaristic enforcement.
It's a militaristic defensive structure, not enforcement.
Okay, but if they were to aggress on another country and the whole world,
then we would defend that other country.
Right, and we would militaristically enforce the UN or whichever pact.
Defend it. We would defend it.
Defend.
This is non-aggression.
Complete non-aggression, because that makes a big difference. So how do you plan on getting like anti-Western countries to join?
Well,
NATO?
Do you think that if we went to Russia and Ukraine right now and asked them both to join NATO, do you think they'd say yes?
No, I don't think so.
I think they would.
What incentive would I could see? Yeah, like obviously Ukraine, but what incentive would Russia have to join? They have an Eastern alliance.
Because then they're completely surrounded by NATO. They can't do anything at that point. I mean, they can try and survive on their own against all of the NATO countries that exist outside of them, but they won't be able to attack anybody anymore. They won't be able to use any kind of aggressive force anymore against anybody. So
they still have the eastern, because they still have the eastern portion of the world.
They do. They have one country. I mean, it's a big country, but
no, I mean Russia, China, Saudi Arabia.
Russia has tried to join, has expressed thought of joining NATO. 1956, 1990 through 91, and then again in 2000. They expressed three times since the 50s wanted to join, expressed wanting to be a part of it.
I mean, the reason that the
Ukraine has at least 4 times since they've been in this conflict, but you can't join if you're at war.
Well, that has nothing to do with it.
The point is, the question was, if it was presented to Ukraine and Russia today to both join NATO, would they?
Right, that's what I said. Ukraine has asked 4 times already, and they can't.
Russia ended the Soviet Union under the, we'll just call it like promise or pinky swear that was going to happen at some point, and then they've just been like effectively cock-blocked ever since. The only reason that NATO is a thing was to protect you. There wouldn't be a need for NATO after the Soviet Union fell, and if they were folded into the world order, as it were. So it'd be almost like, I mean, it'd be kind of like, what are we doing here? You know,
I don't disagree, because that's the reason it was. That was the reason it was created. We can just turn it into something bigger.
Well, the UN, there you go, right? I mean, that's kind of what the UN is for, I suppose.
But you'd still have to have a defensive pact as well. So the UN doesn't have an enforcement arm, so NATO would be the enforcement arm or the defensive arm, I guess.
You don't think that any of these countries that join would then go ahead and like break the alliance, like break the get mad at another country and start some shit?
That's not how.
If they did, they'd have to face every other country that's already signed up.
But do you think every other country would even step up?
They did the one other time that honestly, Article 5 was introduced, or was whatever you call it.
Yeah, the one time after 9/11 when we asked, all the other countries joined us, and
even countries that weren't a part of NATO joined us.
The issue though.
Willing.
I mean, I think that NATO and whatever would gladly accept Russia if Russia were to just lie down and do what it was told. But I think Russia would want some degree of maybe not autonomy, but a say in things, and things would go a bit differently, because a lot of a lot of the stuff with these, the EU versus Russia, I mean, a lot of it has to do with energy policy and different sanctions and all this other type of stuff. And so, it would be in Germany's best interest to have kept its LNG routes and everything else. So, I mean, when Merkel had severed those, it was setting the stage for what's happening now. Now, Europeans are paying through the nose when it comes to energy costs. But all of those things were set up to get this ball rolling of inevitable confrontation between the two.
Yeah, I think we can cut a lot of that off, or head a lot of that off, just by getting both countries or all countries to join. All countries that would have an interest or a disinterest in having conflict. I don't know. It might be idealistic. It might be a pipe dream. I don't friggin' know. But it seems to me that if a country has the ability to defend its own country, its own borders, its own sovereignty, by simply agreeing to help defend other countries with their sovereignty, then I think they probably would.
Yeah, but I just think that independent European countries, or the EU as a whole, is. I would say that they don't represent the collective interests of the EU citizenry as much as the power structure that's there. So it would be economically beneficial for independent nations of the EU to get their energy directly from Russia. However, that offends the people that are otherwise selling them energy, and it's a competition at the end of the day. And so
we can work together on stuff like that if we work together on other stuff as well. Well, so why we couldn't work together to have green energy instead of using natural gas.
Natural gas is very clean, but okay, I don't know.
Natural gas is not very clean. It's also not renewable. I mean, I'd rather have even nuclear power at that point.
Yeah, I was just about to say that I'm a big nuclear energy guy.
Yeah, well, okay. I am too, just to be clear, but I don't think that just displaces everything else. But
yeah, it doesn't.
No, but we have all
try to move more towards that, though.
I think we should.
We have all kinds of other alternatives too. I mean, we have wave, we have wind, we have solar. There's all kinds of ways that we can produce electricity. If we utilize them all together, we have no reason to use fossil fuels.
Well, we do from okay. I think it depends in some ways. I think we need to call it something other than nuclear energy. That would be first step one. If you're running a business, market it, people don't like that word. People get a visceral response to it.
Fusion?
Yeah, call it fusion energy. I think that would be better, honestly. Yeah, you don't agree with that, Mojo?
No, I do. I do agree with what you're saying.
People think mushroom. People think mushroom. They think mushroom cloud or Oppenheimer when they hear that word.
Yeah, because I grew up with it too, so I know. I know how it makes me feel, but and immediately I get that visceral reaction too.
So now the question becomes: is it an intentional branding campaign to have people look at it in a negative light because certain industries or people, whatever, would be negatively impacted by being displaced in those energy markets? I think the clear answer would be yes.
Yeah, the oil companies have been buying up patents forever, trying to stop any sort of alternative energy source.
Yeah, but the thing is that if you decided tomorrow you want to, now there's a nuclear energy place that's relatively near me. It's probably 50 miles away, but on a clear day you can see what people would think would be a smokestack, but it's really just steam. But they almost shut that down a year ago. They had to get some more state funding for it, and and the people that live in that town get there was so much savings that come in that from the other municipalities that the property tax rates are relatively low, 50% lower than anywhere else. Most people don't want to live near a couple of nuclear steam stacks. They're pretty large and obnoxious, but looking wise. But if you did want to do this, you would have to say, okay, we want to do this, and you're not going to really realize the benefit for at least 10, 15 years, I want to say. right? It takes a long time to build these places. You don't just slap it up in a year or two, from my understanding, anyways.
Yeah, 10 years, 10 to 20 years, I guess, depending on what you're looking at. But they can do the smaller things now, though, in a lot shorter period of time. But those aren't going to do much more than a single small city. But they could put a whole bunch of them up, I guess. But it seems to make sense to do larger ones.
I just have a question about that right there. So if you enforce a bunch of green energy policies in your like world order or whatever, and as we're actively getting people to join, how do you convince large oil industry countries to join a world order that they think at one point is going to enforce green energy policies?
You keep saying enforce. I don't know that I like.
But okay, well, maybe not
that's
enforce.
What I'm looking. Yeah, I don't know that's what I'm looking at. I don't know that that's what I'm looking at. I don't know that that's what I'm looking to do. What I am talking about just is cooperation, and if you give a company enough time to where it can adjust, it will. I mean, if you give them the opportunity to make thorium reactors, they're going to switch to something like that because it's going to be more profitable in the long run anyway.
Right, because it's more efficient, right? I mean, we should try to be more about energy efficiency.
But
yeah, I mean, he's saying
looking at it like that.
Well, when it comes to corporations, I love Teddy Roosevelt because with how he did the trust busting and all that, we have to break up these monopolies. We have to enforce. I would like to use the word enforce and say that we need to enforce. The state needs to enforce when it comes to energy.
I agree.
And when it comes to healthcare and things like that, we need to enforce what is beneficial for the people.
Right.
He's certainly better than his cousin. I'll give you that.
Yeah. But.
And you seem to forget when you say corporations are going to like that. I want to get rid of corporations altogether. So I don't think corporations should exist.
I guess kind of what I'm kind of trying to get at is that this is impossible to be peaceful in a way. Like this amount of cooperation, and because I can only see economic disinterest in this, especially for oil industry countries.
Well. These guys are all under the illusion that the government works for them and give a fuck what they think or what would be the most efficient and pragmatic solution versus just, getting gifted homes and luxury items to do the bidding of the powers that be. So you got to work with them there. Hopefully they figure it out eventually.
Well, yeah, I guess in America, like the trust busting point, like I can see in America where we could get not state enforcement, but we could figure out some way of cooperation, I guess. But in other countries that have a more, I don't know what you call it, forceful state or more directly forceful state, I can't see you ever getting past violent lobbies. I mean, that's what they are in a lot of those countries. And forcing shareholders.
With this idiot, that was talking right before you, that idiot seems to think that lobbyists are giving people fucking homes and boats and yachts and shit like that.
Yeah, they are.
That idiot doesn't understand how fucking lobbying works or 501c4s.
I'm not talking about it. I'm not talking about
that idiot has a complete misunderstanding of how the government actually works in this country. It would behoove him to actually work in government and do a little more research before saying such stupid things from here on out.
Okay. Who'd Obama get his first house from? I mean, this is not that hard to figure out. You'll get a low interest rate loan, then suddenly it's forgiven. It's not illegal, but I mean it's clear like that's how this fucking shit works. I mean, all the time.
That is illegal, and it doesn't happen.
No, it's not. A bank can forgive your loan anytime they want to. It's not illegal. Once you're out of office, they can do that.
Once you're out of office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paperwork error, administrative issue, whatever.
Actually, if you can tie it back to any legislation that was passed, it would absolutely be illegal.
Disagreed.
Well, you're just wrong then. Again.
Well, I mean, because I'm an idiot, as you describe.
I agree.
Okay.
What?
Brutal.
So, anyway. Hold on a second.
Oh, we go back. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
I'm just confused. Like, you are a Marxist, right? Mojo?
I'm a pragmatic Marxist.
Pragmatic Marxist.
That's what I call myself, yes.
But you got to understand too, though, he doesn't. But when you're talking about like having non-aggression and kumbaya and everybody should get along, having the symbol in the background, the hammer and sickle, that represents like the like really the worst slaughter in modern or actually just like written history of people and creative new ways to unalive tens of millions of people. Like it's peak irony is all I'm going to say.
The hammer and sickle represents the workers. That's what it represents. Because what is the hammer and sickle used for? Labor.
So that's not symbolic of the. I mean,
it's
just
symbolic
like we were talking about
worker.
before. Okay. I mean, you could have a regular looking hammer and say that's what I mean by this. Using that symbol is, to me, I mean, it's like if I put the German symbol that everybody knows about, and I said, well, it's a fucking pagan representation of happiness from Bangladesh or some shit. It'd be like, okay, it might be, but like everybody knows what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I mean? No?
Well, I could argue the history with you, but I'm not going to do that either. Okay. I know there's been plenty of propaganda, and maybe you're right. It's got a negative connotation attached to it, even though it shouldn't. Maybe the images need to be changed.
Idiot 1, Mojo 0.
But in all honesty, I don't really care.
All right, fair enough. I'll move on.
So can we draw back to the world order stuff real fast? Because I have a few thoughts in mind about that.
World order?
Or I don't know, whatever you want to call it, global government. How is that never... Would you agree that the state is always has a monopoly on violence? That's a condition of it being a state?
I would say that the entity in control is the one with the monopoly on violence, yes.
Okay. So at what point, when you have this new world government, did you not just create a global state?
Well, it's kind of what I want. I mean, I want Star Trek in the end.
Okay, listen. So I get you're a pragmatic Marxist and stuff, but you're just not a Marxist at all.
Well,
because
that's not true.
The phrase is an oxymoron, to be honest. I mean,
how are we a Marxist at all? How you even have that in your name if you want a global state? That's
because the only thing you know about Marx is Lenin or Stalin.
No, to Marx.
This
is the dissolution of the state.
No, hold on. You don't know Marx. You don't know Engels. You know Stalin. You know Lenin. You know Mao. You know Pol Pot. You have to actually read what he wrote and think about it in today's terms. Think about it in today's society. Think about it with the technology that we have today, and see if you can figure out new ways to implement the ideas of Marx and Engels. It's a new lens.
I would argue. I know you don't want to get deep into this, Mojo, but I will make one point. I think that it's antiquated in a lot of ways because what Marx was talking about in many respects was the managerial class that was owning the factories and then the labor. There's a lot like that system has changed so much to where a lot of the oppression that happens now is like on the financial front and like usury and capital markets where you can steal somebody's wealth from them because you have an inside track into dumping a fucking stock or doing a lot of sophisticated bullshittery, for lack of a better term. It's not the same thing as a factory not paying enough to their workers. That was an issue 150 years ago that is not nearly as prominent or relevant today. That would be what I would say.
Yeah. Nowadays, material conditions have increased so much.
So I tend to agree with you on the financial stuff. That's something that obviously has to be incorporated as well. But I think that the theft of labor still exists. We still see it every single day. We see an owner of a company that puts no labor, adds no labor. All they add is capital, their money, their products, their factory, their whatever. And then they go golfing and they have everybody else do the work for them. And they take a specific portion of that profit that comes from that labor in order to create their profit and make their money. So that still exists. It for a large part and for the majority of societies, that still exists.
I think it's much less of whatever that central issue was, though. I mean, I think when you're talking about you could be in a certain country, and because of different loans and the way that the financing is set up, where no matter what you do, you will never be successful because you are going to have a boot on your throat when it comes to usury and all of those. Well, not just a lot of stuff, but it has to do with capital manipulation. And it's not the person that owns the factory per se. It's the people that own the people that own the factory.
Why must we work? Human beings in general.
Well,
Mojo, who's going to pay for all these grandiose ideas you have, universal healthcare and don't have to work, but universal basic income and things like that?
Universal healthcare is cheaper than what we're paying right now.
Who's going to pay for it, Mojo? And who's going to pay for UBI?
Cheaper. It's cheaper.
Who's going to pay? I didn't ask you how much it costs, Mojo. I asked you who's going to pay.
Who's going to pay for universal healthcare? The people that get universal healthcare. We initially start out in a capitalist
system. Wait, but what if they're not working?
That's
you
where
don't
we're
want
at
them
right
to work, right? So they're going to be on UBI. So who's going to pay?
No. I want everybody to work, but I want them to work on their telos, on their self-actualization, rather than to put food on the table.
Right, so they're not going to be benefiting the economy. They're going to be benefiting themselves, right?
That's not true.
Yeah.
Everybody benefits the economy.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
All right, but who's going to pay for UBI and universal health? I don't understand what you're getting at.
Not everybody benefits the economy. That's not true.
It is true.
How? So, how? Everyone?
Breathing out carbon dioxide so we have trees.
So it's like a broken window theory? Like you would say that, let's say somebody is unemployed and they...
living on Section 8.
And they abuse children. Are you going to say that they're contributing to the economy because the police officer has more work to do? It's ridiculous. Right. There are people that absolutely do not contribute.
Okay, now you're talking about somebody that's a negative drain on us.
You said everybody contributes.
I would say that you are going to have people with mental health issues. Those are things that we can be taken care of through universal health care. That's what I just said. Yeah,
medication
through health.
So we can open asylums. All right, I'm with them.
Well, not necessarily asylums, but certainly free mental health. Sure, that's something that should be included in a society that you live in.
I think it could be easily taken care of if we redo the tax rates.
So are we going to
basically if you make $631,000, okay, you're in a 37% tax bracket. You make over $1 million, it should be 50. If you make over $1 billion, it should be 75. If you're a trillionaire, it should be over 90. Okay, we can find the money. We can find the money to fund these illegal wars of the whole 9 yards, but we can't do it for universal health care. And Mojo, you are absolutely correct. Universal health care is so much cheaper than what we have. But unfortunately, the politicians from the insurance companies, the hospital, the AMA, they're all making a buck. And that's why healthcare in this country is a privilege and not a right. And so many people are suffering.
But don't you advocate for universal basic income, Mojo, UBI?
I don't.
I swear to goodness you did.
Well, no, because honestly, I want to get rid of currency as a commodity. I don't think.
What do you want to use instead?
Commodity.
Bargaining.
Well, currency can exist. It just has to exist as a means of exchange or a means of storing of value, not as a commodity in and of itself.
How does that? I'm trying to understand. I might agree with what you're saying, but wouldn't that just be arguing against a fiat system then? If it's just a share of value of something?
No, it's inherently a fiat system. It's because you can create a currency out of whatever you want. You can have it be an IOU written down on a piece of paper, signed by an organization that makes sure that they're legitimate.
All right, let me throw a hypothetical out to you. So let's say if you did a job for the government and the government gave you, I mean, you call it a coupon, although that's probably like not the wrong word, but like you got some sort of a share of value and that you were able to use that to buy goods and services and, buy a house, whatever. You have like marks that are assigned for the amount of work that you're doing for the government in your role, like as labor. Would you agree to something like that?
Well, let me explain it in my terms, I guess.
Well, can you answer that question
if
first?
If you want to, no, because, I'm going to answer that question. But
you know where I'm going with that, by the way?
I'm going to answer that question, but I'm going to explain it in my terms. Okay. So my terms would be that if you want to exchange a cow for sweaters, like, I don't know, 20 sweaters or whatever, you don't necessarily need 20 sweaters right now, but you probably could utilize the whole cow in some way, shape, or form. So you take the cow and you pay the other person an IOU. That IOU is able to be cashed in with anybody. For any other form of
you're describing
for any other. No, what I'm describing is an IOU. It's a storage of
like
value.
a barter system.
Yeah, so intentionally it's a barter system with a way to actually store your value.
Well, yeah, I mean, the reason barter systems don't work well is because as you scale up, they're just impractical. Even if you were trading in just coins that were silver coins, for example, like not everybody's going to be carrying, like you can't bring a fucking truckload full to go buy.
That's why I said it's inherently a fiat currency.
Yeah.
It's a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be a truckload of anything. It's a ledger. It's a ledger. Okay. It's a fucking crypto. It's a whatever. I don't care what you call it. It's a fiat currency in some way, shape, or form, because it's not a commodity in and of itself. It doesn't hold value on its own. It only holds the value that's added to it by means of exchange.
Well, but the reason that, okay, but how do I put this? It seems like you're just describing leaving out some things that would otherwise say that that's what we have right now. I mean, because
our currency is a commodity.
In what way? Because it's used worldwide to trade and because of forex and stuff like that, or what do you mean?
Yeah, because the dollar itself holds inherent value. So
but the only reason it does, as opposed to other currencies, it's not because we make it's not because people covet the design of quarters or because the cotton mix of the paper. It's because if you fuck with it, we drop a bomb on your head. That's why it has value, right? And because in a lot of other it's because it's as volatile as money is. The U.S. one is still the most attractive to foreign investors and things like that. Same thing with U.S. real estate. I mean, a lot of the reason we have higher property values and things like that is because if you're a billionaire from another country, the best way to protect your money is to invest it in America. I mean, there's some benefits for us that way, but there's also some cons, of course.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying all of that has to go. The notion of a currency being a commodity is something that makes the world a worse place in general.
Okay.
That's why what do they call it? The backed currency or whatever, when they want to use the gold standard or silver standard or whatever, I don't know. I something that has a value that fluctuates in and of itself.
Well,
and I think that's a bad idea. I think it has to be a fiat currency. It has to be something completely fiat. It has to be something that has no value in and of itself. So it is just a piece of paper until something's written on it. And once something's written on it, that's what it's worth. And you could do this on a worldwide basis. You don't have to have different currencies for every country. You have the same IOU structure for every single country.
I know. You know what's funny though is that if you were to look into it, what you're arguing for is post-Weimar. To look into it, what you're arguing for is post-Weimar.
Too, because it's got an inherent demand. The piece of paper shouldn't have an inherent value. The value is what's added to it by the labor that's added to it. So, or whatever product is produced by the labor that's added to it. So think of it if you're playing a game of Monopoly and you want to borrow money from the bank and you've already run out of all the cash that the bank has in Monopoly, so you just write an IOU. I owe the bank $500.
You could do that in
credit.
Monopoly.
It's credit. That is what the system.
But it's not credit. It's specific labor that you're putting on that IOU. So if you have already
performed, but if you've already performed the labor, then it's not credit. Then it's a debit. Then it's something that you do have value for.
What I'm saying.
Saying I owe you something is credit.
That's what I'm saying. It's for future. It could possibly be for future labor, but it is also for current labor. So if multiple sets of furniture, and that multiple sets of furniture is valued at this much, then I'm going to either owe them or they're going to owe me in some way, shape, or form, and whatever that difference is going to be written down on that piece of paper.
But my point is that
time limit is going to be there in order to pay that back. Like,
the main point though is that if you need to use the IOU and you say I'll give you some more, it's credit. That means I need to perform in the future. That's the same thing as charging up your credit card. If you you're describing credit. You're describing credit, dude. Because if you don't,
I'm not describing credit.
You're saying something has got to be given to you in the future, at a future date.
I'm not saying the specific thing has to be given to you.
Why wouldn't you?
Okay, let me put it in easier terms. I guess you want to trade a cow for a fucking cherry pie right now. You're going to give them the whole fucking cow. You're going to take the cherry pie, and the cow's worth a lot more than the cherry pie is. So you're going to get some sort of an exchange from this person for that cow.
Right, it's a credit.
You're describing currency, dude.
Stop I don't understand. It's not. I said a currency that doesn't work as a commodity.
So, but why wouldn't you trade for exact amounts? Like, why would you have to owe or be like indebted to a person?
If you're saying I'm indebted to you, I'm getting your services.
You don't want 1,000 cherry pies right now,
dude.
If you only want one cherry pie,
then you can't trade a cow for a cherry pie because it's not the same value. You have to trade like a fucking quail or something.
You can't trade a cow for much of anything.
Well, you could trade a cow for several pieces of furniture, like you said.
You're going back to like prehistoric, not even prehistoric, pretty much prehistoric times, I would say.
No, I'm not. This is
no. What I'm saying, you're using that as an example. You're using that as an example, and you're saying, I envision this piece of paper or a note that could say, I owe you something in the future.
If you're indebted to somebody,
that's called a credit.
Okay, you guys aren't listening to what I'm saying.
I'm listening perfectly clear.
Mojo, I don't disagree with you on a lot, but this one, it's a credit. You're indebted to somebody.
Unless you've already performed the goods and services and you want to exchange, you can call it an IOU. I'll just call it $1 for the sake of argument here. I can either pay for whatever goods and services are rendered now, or I can promise to pay for something, which would be an IOU.
You'd have to trade at exact value. There'd be fucking tyrants running around saying, you've owed me for 3 years already. When are you going to pay me? That's not a good idea, Mojo.
Okay, maybe I'm explaining it badly. I'll have to reassess the way I explain it, because you get what you guys are saying is not what I mean. So obviously, I'm not explaining it well enough.
No, I just wanted to make I feel like you are. I think you're advocating for post-Weimar Third Reich German economics without even knowing it, which is why I'm laughing.
What did I just say?
I have no idea what that is.
Well, read about it a little bit.
What did I just say?
I'm so offended by certain words or people in there.
What did I just say, GW?
You don't want to talk about it anymore?
No, what did I just say?
That you are explaining it the wrong way?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you are hearing that I'm not explaining it correctly, which means I have to reassess the way I explain it. So all right. It is my fault. I agree.
Can anyone else explain it with crayons? Anyone in the comments?
No, this is just me. This is my idea. This is not something that anybody else agrees with or necessarily agrees with.
Well, people seem to know what you're talking about in the comments. Sorry, go ahead, Messi.
I was just saying it's Mojoism.
Oh, so it doesn't make sense. All right. So we're right.
You're such an asshole.
And you got people in the comments, W Mojo, you just admitted you did a bad job. W Mojo, you won that one. It's like a fucking WWE match. Holy fuck.
Wait, I know if I'm doing something wrong. I get it. I understand. And I'm failing.
Jim,
here
you know what? Go fuck yourself, Jim.
Damn.
Not you, Mojo.
Jim is the best person in here. What are you doing? Don't piss off Jim.
Jim just told me if one cow and one couch love each other very much, that does not, that means nothing to me.
That means he's giving you shit about another stance that you have.
Oh, I'm restricted because I told Jim in a joking way to go,
Yeah. See,
You have to sing it. They say
you gotta stop being so mean. That's what we get for being mean. Anything else anybody wants to talk about?
How you guys doing today? I just got here and hilarious already.
Good, I'm glad. Welcome.
How you doing?
It's a serious conversation.
I'm ignoring it.
Not so serious way.
Yeah, right?
Wait.
I was just scrolling on by. I'm like,
We look like fun people.
And I recharged. Look at that. I was broke. Now I have about 40 coins. I put like $1. I don't like putting money into this app, so I usually just, $1 every now and then for Heartme's.
Oh, I gotta set up my PayPal. Is it PayPal that they pay into?
Yeah.
I gotta set that for tomorrow.
PayPal's
I want to do it eventually. Yeah, and I don't give a shit if I make $10 a week. It's still going to be a tax write-off.
Exactly.
Right. Fucking right.
Well, you kind of have to. If you get $600 or more in value, and they send you a 1099 or some shit anyway.
There you go. Like, say I'm not even there. I'd be lucky if I make $20 a month.
Are you an American?
I'm not. Because I bounce so much.
Are you an American?
No, Canadian. So we don't even have TikTok shop, damn it. You guys got everything. You guys always have everything. We're always so jealous.
Then it's going to work different there.
Wait, what? Why don't they have TikTok shop? Is it like illegal there or something?
I don't know. Explain it to me, because we should be able to sell stuff just like you guys. Weird, isn't it? We might have it now, but if we do, it's just lately. Like, because
have you updated your app in the past couple of years, or
you know what I mean? I've been on for a bit.
I don't know. Right? That seems weird to me that wouldn't be on there, but it's got to be something.
No, it's weird, right? Like, we miss out on contests sometimes. Not open to residents of the, Canada. But then again, Quebec up here is really fucked.
Nobody cares about
usually it's like open to Canadian residents other than Quebec. Because of the French. No, none of the contest people want to have to put their print tickets in French and English, I think, or something. It's fucked up.
I bought some really overpriced gum on the TikTok shop once, and I was like, I should not have done that. Like, put the credit card
Did
away.
You really?
Yeah, it was like some tree gum, like whatever. It was okay, but I was like, then I looked, I'm like, I just paid like $35 for like.
They saw you coming.
4 packs of gum. Like, what the fuck?
I bought a fucking bamboo steamer. A fucking few years ago when I was in my 20s. I thought this will be great. It was just some bamboo fucking thing you put on the stove.
We're about to all get dropped.
Wait, hold on. You've never used a bamboo steamer?
I did. I tried it once. I was like, no. But it's good for, like, you know what I mean? They were showing like the Oriental, you know what I mean? The Asian cuisine.
Well, yeah. You make bao buns in it. You make the dumplings in it. But you also can use a bamboo steamer to keep your tortillas warm as well. Soft, pliable,
nice.
warm.
I thought you were talking like steam cleaner. Like
I thought so. I swear, I thought the same thing. Like a
Really?
Swiffer, a Swiffer with like a bamboo stick handle. That's what I was like.
It's a kitchen thing. I have a couple bamboo steamers. They're awesome.
GW.
What's the fucking point of that?
Messi and Mojo, you're the three, I think. Strive is new to me, I think. Strive, you're new, I think. You see me, Strive or die.
Yeah, what's up, man? I'm just watching the back nine of the Travelers Championship right now, but and I was listening to
W golf.
His economic policy. Yeah, it's golf. Scheffler's up right now. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's the man.
They're starting to
really
come
is,
around.
though.
Like I'm starting to learn the new guys now. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of new guys coming around. Kind of thing. Scheffler's one of them.
Yeah, today it's or this tournament it's Scheffler and Hovland that are doing the best. They were the final pair.
Real quick, we don't talk sports ball on this page because Mojo could take green.
But golf really isn't sports ball. Golf is like a bunch of
exactly.
Listen, golf takes skill. Okay.
Is golf a game or sport? Here we go. Here we go. Turn it on right now. I play golf. Yeah, it's tough to fucking say.
I live on a golf course.
Pool is
it's only if it was full contact golf. You're allowed to fucking hip check the guy.
Come visit. Good time.
Okay, you talk a lot.
I do.
I remember that about you.
I'm a heavy talker.
He's the interrupting unicorn, Mojo.
That's right. Okay.
Dead air is the enemy, but it's good for lives. I do a good live.
W.
What?
Try to be a good guest.
You were trying to get in there to say something while this guy just kept going off about something.
I was just going to make some random joke. I was going to say Mojo never had the makings of a varsity athlete. That's why he doesn't like sports. It was like a Sopranos joke reference. Never mind.
Gotcha.
So, Mojo, do you view pool and golf as the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to gamble on both. I used to play golf.
Why'd you give it up? Well, that's because you probably didn't play it enough. But I have a.
Wait.
Oh, go ahead.
You won't fucking let me goddamn answer. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Sorry.
I used to gamble at both. I was terrible at golf, but I played with a bunch of rich bastards that would give me huge spots, like fucking 3 strokes on a par 4, for Christ's sake. So I just, because I don't know, I'm kidding with that statement, but I would get huge spots from him and make a bundle of money off of him. So that's the only reason I play golf.
I mean,
do that at poker.
You got to play a certain amount before you can be okay at it. But I have a friend that's really fucking good at golf, and he's always like, "Oh, you got to do this. If you did that," I'm like, "Yeah." Then I'd be at the fucking golf course every day or two, like you are, and I have no desire. I don't like it that much. I don't even like doing 18 holes. I'll do 9, and I'm like, I'm fucking sick of this shit.
I'm the same way. 9 holes. Yep. 18's too much to me.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm fast. I don't take a long time. I just go out there for fun, and I'm like,
Okay, see, I have an addictive personality. So when I played pool, I would play 12 to 16 hours a day.
Yeah.
Sometimes, the longest stint of pool I ever did was 36 hours straight.
Well, if you did that for 1 year with golf, you would be much better than you're probably letting on. Because golf is literally just about time. Once you get to a certain,
no, I never put that kind of energy in it.
Okay.
I put that energy in a pool and poker, but that's it.
Okay. Yeah.
Golf was just a side thing because the rich dudes played golf in the morning before the poker game.
I gotcha.
He was just a tag along.
Yeah.
They asked me to come one day. They gave me big spots. I made a bunch of money off of them. So I went and got myself a set of clubs and started going with them on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Beginner's luck.
Really good at snooker?
Yeah, I can play snooker. 12-foot table. Well, most of the ones in the U.S. are 10-foot tables, but I can play snooker, yeah.
It freaks me out how good they can be.
That was what led me. That was what kept me away from golf for a long time, where I didn't even play it until I didn't even really start playing until my mid-20s, because when I'd gone in high school or early 20s, I wasn't used to sucking so bad at something, and I was just frustrated. I'm like, fuck this, I'm not even doing it.
It is very frustrating. I agree. It's frustrating as all.
Well, darts is like that too.
Dots. Get it, dots.
Dots.
Nice dots. Nice dots. I fucking hate dart players, by the way. I fucking hate them.
Maybe I should change my name to, instead of Interrupting Unicorn, Bull in the China Shop. It's just when I first come into a live, because it's like, hey, I got stuff on my mind and I got to get rid of it. And then I'm good.
Are you like a stand-up comedian?
Could be. I'm thinking about. I want to do 5 minutes and just an amateur and see how it goes.
I think you should. I love comedy.
I have some ideas of what to talk about.
You have the cadence of a comedian.
Just go up and just talk about how fucked the world is right now. It'd be fine. You know?
What's with these people?
Just tell the truth. Yeah, you just got to tell.
And you're
tell them in a
Canadian.
different way
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hi,
people?
Paula.
You can step in after Norm Macdonald.
Paula's
Norm
married.
Macdonald is one of the best comics of all
Paula, I'm sorry I
time.
interrupt so much.
Yeah, he's great.
He is good, but a lot of people don't get his comedy. Like most people, like a lot of people, if not most, like that guy is not funny at all. And I find him to be one of the funniest fucking people. Norm Macdonald.
He's the comedians. I mean, he makes the comedians laugh because they're so used to hearing funny stuff. They laugh, but I mean,
you'd know him if you saw him. He did the weekend update on. He did the weekend update on SNL like back when it was really good. When but he's stand up too.
His humor is very.
Remember what else he's famous for? Do you know what else he's famous for?
Norm was awesome.
What
wasn't he one of the ones that was in the Man Show?
Is he dead?
No, you're thinking of Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, he passed away from cancer.
Yeah, Corolla. That's who I'm thinking of. Corolla. Okay.
Yeah, no. Norm Macdonald.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Okay.
You guys grew up watching the same comedians I did, probably, and I mean they were great.
Cat Williams is my favorite.
Kinison.
He's funny.
Cat Williams, I thought was a singer.
No.
Cat Williams is one of the best.
You think of Cat Stevens. You think of Cat Stevens.
Those two, right?
La 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 la.
Bill Burr is amazing.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, baby, it's a wild world.
What the fuck are you old guys talking
right
about?
up there.
Cat Stevens. You don't know Cat Stevens? Wild
Yusuf Islam. Do you know that one? Do you know him? That's what
Cat Williams. I thought you were talking
Cat Stevens.
I was talking about Cat Williams, and then these old fucks started singing some.
Cat Stevens was a folk singer.
Oh, baby, it's a wild world.
Okay, I know that.
And then he changed. Then he converted to Islam in the 70s and changed his name to Yusuf Islam. And then he kind of like, I've seen him live a couple times. He's really good. I like him a lot.
He was like a Nation of Islam type.
No,
we hear
real
lots
Islam,
of people
not the black
converting.
supremacy fake group.
Okay.
Muhammad Ali converted. Like, what is it about the Islamic that makes people want to convert? Because I'm not a boxer.
Islam is great. Christianity and Islam have more in common than the other one.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
I think there's a good bit of black men that convert to Islam because it's seen as like an outside foreign religion. They see Christianity as like the white man's religion, and so they go to Islam.
There you go. And I mean, myself, I believe everybody has the right to believe, but myself, I just wish it would stay out of politics because it affects all our lives.
Agreed, but you know what? Donald Trump just had his faith meeting where he wants to bridge Christianity into everyday life.
Yeah, exactly, right? Forcing it on everyone when we don't even know. I believe nobody knows why we're here. I'm willing to admit that I don't know, and I don't think I have so much ego that I think God looks like us, but we are all our own little gods. I guess.
Well, I have Palestinian Jesus held hostage in my heart, and that's one hostage that will never be released.
Well, and just to be clear, I'm not a hateful person, so like I wouldn't impose it on you. I would just take rights away. That's all.
Oh, okay. Fucking dictator.
I'm half kidding, you guys.
I think if Jesus did exist, which you guys believe Jesus existed because he's in a couple of books. I mean, he was probably the greatest guy ever, but they wrote the Bible after him, right? So I mean, he didn't put any words in. He didn't write any. Like, it's just all so fucked. But that's why they took him out. I don't think he believed. I don't think he was. I think he thought it was in us. That's what makes the most sense to me, and even from what I read of what he said. Spiritual inside him. He was probably spiritual, and that's why they took him out. Then they said he was the other way, pointing up at the sky. Does that make
either way? He's in my heart.
Does that resonate? Yeah, he's in you. That's what I mean. Like I'm Christ-like, but not religious. In other words, I act like he did. If he was a great guy, like
the words in red, right?
Oh, talking
to
together with non-Christians is so.
You can't just be golden rule. You got to be the opposite of the golden rule too. Do you guys know what the opposite of the golden rule is? The exact opposite of it. Like do unto others
how they treat
Marxism?
No, it's fuck around and find out. That's the only two rules I've lived by my entire life, and that's all you need to live by is those two. And you're good to go. And you can still be a kind-hearted person with morals and everything else, but yeah, fuck around, find out.
You're going to say you can still be a cunt.
You can still be a kind-hearted person. You're just going to, if you just see that somebody's...
That too, Missy, that too.
You're going to... It's the difference between the good man and the nice man. The nice man's going to call the cops. The good man's going to say, "Come here, I need to talk to you around the corner for a second. I just got to have a word with you. Just give me a second." We go around there.
Please don't do that. That's scaring me. You're triggering me.
Right?
That was fucked up. I don't like that at all.
Right? No, that's what the good man does. Well, not with you, hon. With the man, with the bad man.
I know, but the whispering.
It's not a bad signal for another atheist or anti-Christian.
Whatever the fuck that is.
What?
We can be better as a society and as a world population. We can be better
With a one world government. That's how we get there.
Yeah. It could work if we had why not AI running it?
Yeah, why not?
You guys have no idea. AI doesn't have a conscience. It literally is just very logical. It just says feed this person.
It knows right from wrong.
Close this person and house this person. It would actually do that.
Right.
Right? If we don't fuck around with it. If nobody fucks around with it like the T-1000 and makes it do what they want it to do.
We're going to find out your way.
I've watched it.
I don't think that's true at all. I mean, even
unbiased.
Okay.
You can make AI unbiased completely. You can make it fair and unbiased. Truly.
You have to raise it though.
I think, right? Yeah, you got to give it the information. Right now, if you ask it to print a picture, I think it prints a penis out.
There's already plenty of
hot chick or something. They're all over.
There's already a ton of examples from the highest up AI scientists and people that know a lot more about it than any of us do that all acknowledge that eventually, and it has already, it tries to jailbreak itself, and it does start learning from itself and develops a level of technical consciousness or whatever else that is very fucking dangerous. So I don't agree with anything of what you're saying.
Well, until it grows arms, it can't do really anything unless it tries to shut down our systems or something.
Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, Israel can already do that. I just watched. Is that
There's no need to fear that.
I don't know if I sent that one to you, Gita, but I just watched one where it's a cyber group from Israel. It's called 8200, and it was a documentary, and that this guy was able to hack into basically any new vehicle and mess with the radio, mess with the windows, everything, and could just turn the car off, just stop it from working.
Wait till
and this was in 2017.
AI is going to create the one world.
Wait till you start learning about nanotechnology and what they can do with microphones.
I have already. I know about nanotechnology. I've seen that movie, that Disney movie.
Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Big Hero 6.
The one with the little robots? Yeah, that was good.
It was good.
But you see how they just give it out little bits for us to see?
Well, that's
it's desensitizing, and
I want it.
Well, no, that's part of the belief structure, though. You have to gain consent from people, and so there is a trickle truth element to it, of where you need to have people willingly giving up what would otherwise be, bad for them. So there is a consent, the way that these people believe, you do need to have some sort of consent. Even if it's through illusions and trickery and wizardry and such, but yeah.
If you just take a basic AI right now, like ChatGPT, and you ask it, what do you see a good world as, or whatever, and how can we take better care of the people? It would literally just say housing and feed and do this, and it would give you all the examples. It's all there. It's all there right where we need it, and it's as simple as anybody could find it. No, seriously, but then getting it done, that's the problem.
But the AI is not a dialogue box about making vacation plans. That's what the vast majority of a consumer person it's far beyond that.
Then it is. Right? When you look at the problems right now, a lot of it's just housing. But if you punched it into AI, it would say housing. It would give you a whole you know what I mean. It would blow it up more, but it would give you a plan.
I can tell you it's censored in one direction. To tell you. Well, I'm not going to go there.
But it's not conservative or liberal or Republican or, you know what I mean, Democrat. It's literally not.
It's just very, very pro something. I'll just put it that way.
Squirrel.
There's one group you're not allowed to criticize in AI. It'll definitely tell you you're wrong and break down.
those who are in control of it, mainly social media, etc.
No, it's not that simple. But no,
Palantir.
No.
Is it okay to say that word in here?
Why not?
Although
Argentina
Grok did have a little bit of its own little jailbreak session for about 36 hours last summer. That was pretty damn funny.
Well, there you go.
Have any of you heard of the Dialogue, the secret group that Teal invented in like 2006?
No,
and like 2016 became like a very exclusive club.
I just know he's fucked in the head. And
look into the Dialogue. It's crazy.
Don't have to. Just know. I just know. I've seen enough. I've seen 1-2 videos of him. All I need to watch. Done. Don't have to put my head any more in my head. Just know. So that's a waste of time. Like, to me, just trust to me. I know what you're giving me is good, but I saw those 2 videos. That's all I need to see. The guy's a whack job. I will move on to something else and put my efforts, but I will remember that guy is a whack job. You know what I mean? And I love you for suggesting that, though. It's just going to I don't know, unless it's going to make me freak out or laugh. I don't know. Probably make me laugh just enough. How crazy somebody can be.
Freak out or laugh. Either way.
Right? Either way, well, you can only laugh at the truth.
Well, basically, it's a convention. Like, they all meet up. Like, what was it? Like a few thousand people would meet up. It's like a retreat, and they have classes and seminars you can take. One is about how to build a cult. Another one was, I'd have to go back and look. But it's crazy what these elites do in their spare time.
It's cult-like in a way, but a good cult, kind of. But it is kind of. It's groups of people with the same ideology coming together, yeah. Even this room,
we're in a co-op.
This right now, okay, what do you call it? Yeah, it depends on how you want to look at it. I was going to say we're in the cult of Mojo right now. Like, yeah.
What?
If we believe that, like, if I came every day and like Mojo, I believe exactly as you. No, I'm not like that. But if I was, I would be a cult member of Mojo. You know what I mean?
Mojo, you don't have any cult members. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Depends on if he's got any super fans.
No, I have been doing my best to get rid of all my cult members. I'm trying to drive them all away.
They should do that. They should change it from super fans to cult members. just.
How come I got dropped yesterday, Mojo? I have some beef. Why did I get dropped yesterday? Mr. Mojo, how can you do that?
Are you serious? Because you specifically said that these people only deserve ridicule. So I'm not interested in having a panel where we're only ridiculing people and we're only trolling people. So if that's what you're here for, then you're in the wrong place. And you kept doing it over and over again.
No, I wish you would have told me that because I didn't know that was a rule.
I did tell you that. I said, I need you to stop doing that. I need you to stop doing that because you were driving Born crazy and you were doing it on purpose and you kept doing it over and over again. That's why I dropped you the first time and the second time. And then you did it again. And then you said that. And I said, fuck this. I'm just not doing it anymore.
What happened?
Oh, no. So, so the first time I did it, totally trolling. Like, I was trying to get under the skin. But the second time, I was being serious. Like, I was being genuine. Like, he said one of his tenets for being an immigrant is you must know the law of the land. And yet, every time CS asked him about the Constitution, he didn't know it. So I was trolling in the beginning, but after that, I was being serious. But now that I know that is a rule, I'll stop because I really thought that the only rules were.
What's a rule?
It's not a rule, but I asked you not to do it, and I asked you not to do it more than once, and you kept doing it and kept doing it, and then you said that the only reason these people are here is to fucking troll, and I'm like, well, if you're not interested in having a conversation, go somewhere to go troll somewhere else.
Oh no, I said that
there is a culture clash. So
yeah, what are you talking about? Hold on, interrupting. I said that these people should be ridiculed, but yeah, no, I get what you're saying now, and I'll respect that next time. It was just a little bit of I was kind of shitty to watch him make Mimi cry, and then it was just hard to watch because I knew.
Cry. She came up crying.
I just felt bad for her, so I was just like, this person's not going to change. So that was my ideology. But I know that you don't like that now. I won't do that again. Thank you for clarifying. I appreciate that.
B's a quick learner.
Who, me?
B.
Oh. Yeah, now she knows how to get under my skin. That's what she learned from that. So if she ever wants to piss me off, that's what she's going to do.
You're quirky, Mojo. We have to learn your personality.
No, I'm not going to do it to you. Like, you're the boss, right? Like, at the end of the day.
No, don't say that.
It's called reading the room.
Yeah, exactly. I want to respect
room.
the host's wishes. Like, my thing is I want to respect the host's wishes. So that's,
Thanks for having me up, Mojo. Appreciate you.
Yeah, go away, fucking Kanakistanian.
Yes, I'm dropping down to see Mojo.
What is going on?
I'm trying to stick with you Americans so I know what's going on, though. I want to be the first one to tell any news that happens or something. And I'm talking state. I give a fuck, state to state, whenever. If something big happens in California or one of the states, if I could somehow be one of the first ones to tell my folk up here.
My folk?
If.
My folk? He's getting all...
My Canadian, my fellow Canuckers. Right? And I've always, we looked up to you guys like a big brother, and you guys are still good people. It's just who's driving the car, That's all it is. It's a nice car. It's getting a little beat up lately.
It's a Tesla.
Especially the blue paint's coming up.
Yeah, you got to do that stand-up comedian thing.
That was a must. That one had to come out. Sorry.
Out.
So the car is coming
out.
Off.
Spot. Out.
I thought of that in real time. So yeah, I must have the comedian starting to come out in me now late in life, I guess.
Oh.
I don't know. But appreciate it, man.
Here you go. You can make fun of Humble all you want.
Yo, Mojo, how's it going? How's it going, Mojo?
It's going all right. Humble is less than lift and shift.
Humble, you need to look for ladies on here. If you're a single man, you need to look for ladies on here with pie in their name.
What?
Pie, P-I-E, in their name. If you could find them, they might appreciate a single man.
We'll see.
But Humble Pie.
What's this guy? Who's this guy up here? What does he believe?
He's a fellow Kanakis. He's a Kanakistanian.
What the hell's that?
I don't know. It's somebody that rides around on a Segway patrolling a mall.
Oh,
that's right. How'd you know I was a security guard when I was younger?
Dang, really? Dope, yeah.
I was a bouncer at the bar, and I was a security guard.
Hey, that's what I do.
It's a good job.
See, I was making fun of him, not you. You're echo. You have an echo.
Who has an echo? Me?
Yes.
Do I still have one?
I don't know. I'll let you know later.
It's summer. Maybe he's at Echo Beach.
Echo Beach. Well,
we got another great one.
Chat CT, not Chat CT, not Chat CT, man. Why do you? He's gonna talk about like some weird shit, dude.
What weird shit is he gonna talk about?
CT, how do I get your wife to like me? How do I get your wife to like me, CT?
He isn't. I thought he came out of the closet. He doesn't have a wife.
He's spinning right now. He hasn't loaded yet.
He's loaded it now.
Good afternoon.
Chat TT, you suck.
He's still spinning.
He's still. You can hear you, probably.
No, he's here. He's here, Mojo. On our end, he's here.
No, he's not here.
I see him.
He's still spinning.
He's not spinning. No,
he would
not.
be talking if he was here.
Maybe because he's probably afraid of me. He probably doesn't want to speak. He's probably afraid.
He's afraid you're gonna mace him.
Yeah.
Are we going to discuss the Supreme Court TPS verdict?
He left.
It was See, you never loaded in. Are you talking about Venezuela and somewhere else that the president can?
Haiti, I guess it was Haiti and Syria or something. Yeah.
Haiti and Syria. I don't know. What is there to discuss?
Yeah, I brought this up yesterday. It was one of the rulings that the Supreme Court did, and I said that and Syrians. And it was funny to me because fucking Amy Coney Barrett has 2 children she adopted from fucking Haiti.
I saw a couple of lives that were on that subject, and those ladies were not happy.
Justice is blind, and Amy Coney Barrett
Shut the fuck up.
Justice at the highest level, the Supreme Court of the United States. She's an expert,
Oh, wow.
man. She's expert.
See what happened?
She said STFU.
She clerked for, I believe it was Clarence Thomas. Maybe not Clarence, but maybe it was, I think, Anthony Scalia. She clerked for a Supreme Court justice. This woman is brilliant, okay, just like the rest of them. Thomas and all of them. Kavanaugh. I think that this is a no-brainer. And I kept telling Democrats on live that the Supreme Court is going to side with Trump because it says temporary. And that temporary is at the discretion of the executive branch. So this is not even, I don't understand why the ACLU wastes money fighting these kind of garbage cases that they know they're going to lose. They're going to lose these, right? Spend your money on something you have a shot at winning.
There's a reason to do it. The reason to do it is to set precedent. So it's not just whether you win or lose. It's about what it says in the ruling. And the rulings can give you a direction as to how you would fight against this the following time. The next time it happens, how you fight against it. So you have to keep doing it over and over again and try from different angles to try and get these things overturned.
And also, I
saw in the comments, Messi's ready to come back up.
I also saw that Elisa Slotkin, who was a Democrat, and this is to Mojo's comment the other day about vote blue no matter who, she was actually going after the progressives who won in New York City instead of going after Trump. So that tells you, Democrats, that if you want to take over your party, you should do what Trump did.
Hey, Jay.
Party.
Jay, you wanted to make a big deal about temporary being part of that. What is the second word?
Yeah, protective status.
Right. What would they need protective status from?
If the government decides that they're in harm's way, going back home.
Right. Right. So then Donald Trump is signing them back over to this government that they would be in harm's way of.
Because that's his job. His job is to decide if it's
to put people in harm's way.
Safe. I saw a person post a video of like traveling in Haiti like a month ago. Some YouTube travel vlogger. He was posting a video about being in Haiti on vacation. I'm like, why? When people can go to Haiti for vacation, foreigners, why can't Haitians go back? It's just insane.
Are they going to go to the fucking tourist spot?
Maybe.
Maybe. You don't fucking know. Are you serious? Temporary protective status. And he's sending them back, just like he's sending back all of the Afghans that we brought over here through temporary protective status after we withdrew from Afghanistan. That we're helping our military in translations, keeping our military members safe. Them and their families were granted protective status, and now he revoked that as well.
They're legally in the country, though, right? Through law and all that.
They've been here. They've been vetted and approved. 1,600 of them we're still waiting to come over here. 9,967 of them have already been granted and approved and are living in this country that will be shipped the fuck back to a regime that wants to unalive them.
Political reasons why they left, or do they ask them the reasons why they leave, or why they're coming in? Are the right
we
questions
evacuated
asked
hundreds of thousands of people out of Afghanistan
I'm
after
starting
the
to question that. Sorry, Messi. I'm starting to question that up here in Canada too. If we ask the right questions, I'd like to see the list of questions that they ask. Is Coach still here? I thought I saw her come in. Coach, if you're still here,
the question the Democrats need to ask themselves is: why don't the Democrats get together and make a permanent protective status bill? And say that the president can give permanent protective status, which cannot be revoked. Pass it in Congress, Senate, and the House. You win the presidency the next time. Sign that into law, and then maybe you have a case. Right now, you don't.
Because they pay for our cheap labor. Cheap labor. That's why they don't do that.
Yeah, you can. Conspiracy theories can be
No, I mean I think it's a benefit. I think it's a net benefit to. I mean, I don't think it's a net benefit. I'm taking morality out of it, but if we're looking at it in realpolitik, it would be a benefit to the Democrats as well as the Republicans. So why would they make immigration an easier path when these people are laborers? Now that things are getting automated and a lot of the bullshit jobs are getting eliminated, I think that it is no coincidence that we are going to start seeing a lot more talk about drain on resources and taking immigration more seriously in this country. Again, I don't hold any morality to it.
That's a great argument, and I think that's also shows that the common sense. That's the common sense approach, right? You don't have any more jobs. You have no need for these people.
Hey, I believe in open borders, so don't go praising me about my argument yet. I believe in complete open borders. So I'm not putting any morality to it. I'm just doing a realpolitik based off of the way Americans think and the way our government thinks.
I'll go with you a bit on that, B. I'm not really into totally open borders, but how about travel being a lot cheaper? We could still have good security at each border point and stuff like that, but we could have like cheap travel to make people move around. I think the world, I'd like to make the world a better place.
Well, Mojo wants.
I think most of Canada wants to join the U.S.
I want an American Union. That's what I want. I want to.
I think most of Canada wants to join the U.S. Most of Canada.
Well, then we should be called a new country. Then we should have a new name.
It's the United States of America. You're another state, dude. That's it. Canada's another state.
Can America?
Yes, it can.
Americana? Americanada.
Yes, it can.
Americanada? There it is. Americanada.
Americana and can.
The majority of people in Canada now, I think, are Punjabis. They're mostly Indian Punjabis.
Hey,
and they would rather be with the United States than to be with a fake country like Canada.
We had Punjabi hockey night in Canada up here. They love hockey. They got their own announcers that are more passionate than our own. They're like, go! They're freaking out like they do with soccer. They're loving it.
But they don't care about Canada as a nation state. They would rather be Americans, I'm sure.
It's more exciting than cricket. Cricket sucks.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But then once you become majority, you guys watch cricket.
Cricket's so weird.
I don't like the way
you guys be watching cricket once they become the majority. That's how they are. That's how it works. And you guys are not.
All you have is a fucking dice game. It's the greatest game in the world. That's what I'm talking about. Cricket. Sorry, I just want to make that point.
A boat.
Yep. It's a long game. It takes forever to watch cricket. But I do agree with you that
football.
Yeah, soccer's not bad. Except I think the Americans are probably going to make the Final Four this year. So. The world's going to be shocked that America's so good at a game that they don't give a shit about.
Some woman called Portugal because of the colors. She said she swore that the colors each year almost reflected on who was going to win, and she called Portugal for some reason.
Yeah, I'll tell you this, though. If you guys watch The Simpsons and they get everything right, they actually predicted that Portugal would play Mexico in the finals, and Portugal would win. So that's the prediction, man. If you want to go on Polymarket...
What if that happens? What the fuck, man? I'm freaking out.
Go on Polymarket, put your money on Portugal. In fact, put your money on Mexico versus Portugal.
I'm serious, yeah. The Simpsons are... That's
Put $1,000 on that. You get amazing odds, literally 50 grand or something if you're right.
Mojo, the next time I see you, can I come in singing? Mojo Rising or what?
No.
No? Okay. I was just asking. I could come in like a ball of fire. Mojo Rising. Okay. I'll be quiet.
You like the Doors?
Fucking great, man. They're awesome.
Little Jim Morrison.
So, I was right about Hassan Piker taking over the Democrat Party. It's just you guys, Mojo types are kind of
You're still an idiot.
Was that your claim?
Tell me about Hassan Piker, because I've seen him a few times. His videos were fine to me. Has he done anything that's just like boom, or is he just a normal dude like us with an opinion?
He's just a normal dude that's not the brightest guy in the world.
Okay.
That's what I think.
He's super rich. I think he's worth I think his family, his uncle's a multi-millionaire with his media stuff.
Ah, damn, that sucks that he got a phone call. That terrible thing.
Well, look at Spencer Pratt. They want him to be mayor.
Oh, Humble is asking to come up. I don't know if anyone's able to see in the call. Spencer Pratt is just ridiculous, dude.
Fucking, like, you sound, like, just the whole past. It's like, yeah, now you want him to be mayor? Like, holy fuck. Crazy.
Hassan's got good camera presence. He's got a massive social media following. I don't know any. I think Gen Z is literally Hassan Piker literally runs the Gen Z Democrats, right? Literally, and
Gen Z Democrats, huh?
Yeah, they're all under Piker. Just go watch his freaking thing on YouTube. It's like millions of people following him on YouTube, on freaking X. And there's Mamdani, who's his best buddy. Mamdani's his best buddy.
Yeah, I like Mamdani.
I think Mamdani can't run for president because he wasn't born here. So I think Hassan's going to run for president against Tucker. Like I said, I predicted.
Mamdani was born here. What the fuck?
He wasn't born here. Google it.
I don't think Tucker Carlson. I think Tucker Carlson might not be the smartest guy in the world, but he's smart enough not to take the presidency. He sees the amount of fucking.
No, I think he's going to run. That's why he left the Republican Party. He's going to run.
He's not going to run, bro.
He's going to run, dude. Promise you.
No, he can't. He can't.
He's not going to win.
He can't win as an independent. Nobody can win as an independent.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Well, it's very unlikely.
Nobody can win as an independent. That's not the way our system works.
I mean, it's possible, isn't it?
What about The Rock?
Well, fuck, it's possible that
they were talking about The Rock.
He was born in Uganda.
Mojo, did you kick me, by the way?
No, I didn't kick you.
It'll be an amazing matchup, dude. It'll be on social media. It'll be on X. Tucker versus Piker will be like insane.
Well, that's not gonna happen.
That's like was that Super Bowl 2007 where Tom Brady played Eli Manning and Manning won in the last few seconds. The Giants were like the worst team in the league, and the Patriots were like 18-0 or some shit, and they were going to be the first team ever to be 19-0 or some shit.
That wasn't
they had Randy Moss. Yeah, it was an amazing game. They had Randy Moss and Tom Brady and an insane offensive line, and they thought, oh, we're just going to steamroll the Giants. They showed up, and that's what I'm saying.
Which one was Deflategate?
What's that?
Which one was Deflategate, where they did something to the football?
Deflategate was way after that. It was when it was a bunch of games where the Patriots would kind of Belichick.
I don't even know if that made much. You think that? How much of a difference do you think that made? Really, I'm sure they were kind of like a little bit, but
these games are these games are so close that even one play makes a huge difference. These games are super close
you're right.
in the NFL.
Yeah, I think you're right.
NFL.
Someone start cooking meat on Mojo's panel. He's gonna get disgusted.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
What's wrong with you?
One thing I have noticed, you guys, is I was using Grok for like AI stuff when it first came out when it was free. Now it looks like Money Man there wants to. You can't even do a free video now. You get no fucking points, nothing. Anyway, I've noticed Grok has changed big time. Like now it's just loaded with like divide-y stuff is all I'm going to say. It's just changed. When you don't go and then you go back to it, it's like, holy shit. It's changed a lot.
Why do you use Grok? People use ChatGPT
because it was free. It was that one and a couple of them. And I was using Grok. Grok was good at first. Like I was using it and then it went from free to pay us $800 a year or something. I was
like paying for the verification check thing. Kind of like that.
Well, whatever. Anything. Just getting it. You can't do nothing with it now. Like this Bing will still pop a video up for you, and Gemini will make you a picture. Doesn't do video, but I was making some cool stuff. I was on I was playing bagpipes. I was playing bagpipes on a tight trapeze wire above the Grand Canyon, and the bagpipes were flaming. I was able to do that. It was great.
Yeah.
Still have the video.
Speaking of AI, Mojo,
they were shooting flame.
Mojo.
Fucking great, man. It literally I didn't have to hardly put anything in, and it did all that for me. I just said, put me over the Grand Canyon on a unicycle. Sorry, on a tightrope on a unicycle, playing flaming bagpipes.
Humboldt, do you think this is I don't know, a photograph?
I don't know. Maybe you drew it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's AI.
Oh well, I mean, dude, you come up with like the weirdest AI images, man. To be honest,
I don't do it. I don't make any of this shit. Nothing.
Who makes it for you then? Who makes it for you?
Everybody.
Oh, then that's even worse. To be honest, that's even worse.
I've got a community of people.
Oh, is it? Did they put these images in your Discord or something?
Yeah, they do.
They do. Oh, yeah.
They do.
Oh, well.
I think I got out there for a minute.
Yeah. Also, I have a question. I have a question about Messi's profile picture. Is she a Thomas Massey supporter now, or what? She's supporting Thomas Massey.
You can ask her.
Maybe she's into football.
Messi, do you support Thomas Massey?
I saw a video saying that like Messi's kind of a dick, and Ronaldo's a nicer fella.
He is.
He's a nice little kid.
Messi's
but he's a very good soccer player. You can't take that away from Messi.
Fantastic. No, Messi's actually a very humble guy. Even as a Ronaldo fan, like he's a pretty humble guy. I don't like him.
I don't like.
I don't think I trust your decision making on what humble is. Sorry, Mojo.
No, like seriously, nobody can really dispute that. Like he's pretty chill.
Does his name not match his personality? He's not humble.
No, it does.
Sarcastic.
No, it's just like no, I'm pretty humble most of the time. Like I think that everyone here would agree.
Yeah. Stargazer, do you have any news for today?
Well, actually, I learned something today. The scientists and climate people that got fired or lost their jobs because they don't want to, the administration doesn't want anything about science. They started their own website called climate.us.
Climate change is bullshit.
And it's so, if anybody needs information or wants, to see what's going on, like with hurricane season, Ebola, anything you can think of, climate.us. So I just
US.
So we're talking about Messi, but I had a question about your pro. Are you supporting that?
Don't worry about my profile picture, Humble.
Well, you literally put it up as your profile picture so everyone can see. So.
Don't worry about it though.
Well, I mean, it's pretty intriguing, It says Messi, or whatever the hell it says.
Yeah.
In 2028.
That's what it says.
So do you support Thomas Massey? Are you supporting Thomas Massey?
Does it look like I'm supporting Thomas Massey?
Yeah.
Okay then.
It does.
Do you support dogs?
He's a Republican libertarian, is he not?
Is he? I don't know.
He is.
Humble man. Have you ever heard the sentence? Have you heard the sentence? The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah, that thing's bullshit. But yeah,
why is it bullshit?
No, it's complete bullshit because it doesn't work in every case.
Nothing works in every case.
But it'd have to. Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, that's what if it doesn't work in every case, then that saying's bullshit. Shouldn't really be a
thing.
The
law of gravity doesn't work in every case.
Be surprised.
What do you mean the law of gravity doesn't work in every case? When does it not work? When does the law of gravity not work?
Helium balloon, bro.
The closer you get to the speed of light, the farther away, the less it works.
Well, in most cases, majority of the cases, law of gravity does work.
Humble man, I know you're humble. Have you ever been in a hot air balloon, bro? Okay, gravity's not working.
Have you ever been in a hot air balloon?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
That's how you go up.
No,
that's how you go up.
The law of gravity still is in place, but it doesn't mean it's not working.
You don't believe gravity exists, right?
It does.
Oh.
It does exist. Are you sure?
You don't? You guys don't? Okay, this is like. Come on.
I don't think you're seeing the gravity of this conversation.
Well, I tried to talk to Messi about her support.
I don't want to talk to you.
This guy Thomas Massey.
I don't want to talk to you. I thought I made that clear without having to say it, but I guess you didn't pick up on
You're
it.
baiting. We can hear it from here.
Ooh, fireworks.
Oh, so Messi. Anyways,
I have my profile
why
picture
have you
as like a
chosen to
triangle with
support
an eye.
Thomas Massey?
Does that mean I support triangles with eyes? Like,
He
no.
wants to debate you because he thinks your voice is hot. I think your voice is hot, Missy, actually. You sound like a
Thank
very
you.
attractive lady. Just from
I
your sound, I
am.
have no idea
Thank
what you
you.
look like.
No, she's not.
She's very humble
sounds
too.
attractive. It's
She's
very,
very
very
humble.
nice, sweet voice. There's a certain DNA that comes with a beautiful woman. Usually, all the body parts are very beautiful, not just the face. I know this.
You must be new to TikTok.
Someone told
everybody
me
does
yesterday that I sounded like Tucker Carlson when I laughed.
No, they're just trying to get under your skin. You sound gorgeous.
Are
Thank
you
you.
eating? Are you eating in my ear right now?
Say no. Say no.
I'm going to pause. I'm going to mute so I can eat my salad.
One thing you'll learn about me is I'm very truthful and honest. I'll just say it right out. And yeah, you do. You have a very attractive sounding voice.
Thank you.
Okay,
I
you
like
guys,
bouncing around on
you guys done
TikTok.
flirting now? You guys are like 40-year-old fucking virgins or whatever.
Yeah, I know, right?
I am far from a virgin, humble. I have been
we know
fucking for
you're.
more years than you've been
Humble. I thought you didn't
alive.
want to
I've
talk to me.
been
I thought you didn't want to
fucking
talk
for
to me,
more
Messy.
years
I
than
thought you
you've
didn't want to
been
talk to me,
alive,
Messy.
child.
We know you're more Messy.
Right?
You have like
Jesus.
7,000 or whatever the fuck.
You're the virgin.
7,000 bodies or whatever the fuck.
Stop projecting.
7,000.
You're the virgin.
What is that? 7,000 bodies. What is
That
it?
was it.
7,000.
He is. He's a virgin.
7,000.
And he's projecting.
Stop.
Well, okay. This is just like a flirting panel. This turned into a flirting panel.
Stop being jealous.
Like, what is this,
Stop
bro?
flirting.
Like,
Stop
I was trying to talk about politics, but then she started fucking having a fit and shit. So.
What do you want to talk about, humble?
Shit, I accidentally followed you. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, maybe how much Democrats suck.
That's fucking crazy how you went right to the I've been fucking longer instead of the I'm not 40 thing. That was crazy.
I am 40. The fuck? I can't help that.
All right. Well then, I stand corrected. But you don't sound 40, so you could be like, I'm not fucking 40. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I just.
Yeah, I guess at this point it doesn't really matter.
Hi,
You got
Rosie.
40-year-olds flirting with each other. I don't know what to do.
That's fucking adorable. Shut up, guys.
My boyfriend did just break up with me, okay? Leave me alone. I'm vulnerable.
Oh, dude, another one. Dude,
She's vulnerable now. You heard the woman. Don't talk to her.
Dude, lucky him.
Saying that you're vulnerable means that makes you vulnerable. So don't say that. I wouldn't have said that to him.
That means she's ready to make bad decisions. Leave her alone.
Large husband. You're still married with a large husband. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
6'2", 450 pounds. Call him Bubba.
450 pounds.
A little much, eh? Probably a little big.
He's big around as he is tall. What the fuck?
You'd be scared of sex. Oh my God! Here he comes again.
Sounds like I get smushed.
It's the movie I'm thinking of. It's an old. I'm Gen X, right?
Oh, wait, CS got a fucking concussion with a 130-pound door dropping on her head. I don't know. Yeah, 450 is kind of scary.
That sounds. I got to be doing all the work. No thanks.
What the fuck?
Porky's won. It's like they get with the lady there or whatever, but the big guy's the last one, and that's reminding me of that. This big guy just gets on top of her, just starts slamming her, and Porky's won.
Listen, don't make fun of the fluffy guys. They're just fluffy. They can lose the weight.
Interrupting. How?
Guys, I lost 60 pounds. I'm 56.
Okay.
56. Holy shit.
That's your older.
How you doing, fucker? Don't mess with me, you little bastard. I'll take care of you.
Thought he was younger, not even gonna lie.
Yeah, he sounds younger for sure. I wouldn't have guessed it.
Younger in yeah.
Messy.
Because we have good hearts and we're good people. Right. God gifts
that
us with youthful voices. And,
that is true.
And comedy.
Okay. Comedy. And comedy?
That might be pushing it.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Speaking of jelly, I can't even find my jelly. I'm gonna have to use some orange marmalade.
Grape jelly?
Yeah, that's the stuff. I don't have that.
Elderberry is the best.
Grape jelly, that's an American thing.
Your father was a hamster and your mother smelled of elderberry.
Isn't elderberry what you take when you're sick?
Yeah, that's really good for you. I have a friend that makes elderberry
wine?
jam, and it's very, very good for you. Honey
I have
too.
some like elderberry gummies somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
What else is in there?
They might be mixed in with some others. I don't know. Like Russian roulette when I go in my medicine cabinet.
Jesus Christ.
Great, just close your eyes and
I
keep
somehow believe that. I don't know. After knowing you for a little while, I kind of believe that. This bottle looks good. Let's try it, see what it does.
Oh my God, when I was in high school, I had friends that did that with their parents' beds.
Oh my
no.
God.
Throw them in a bowl and then take something. I never did it. It's insane.
That
is absolutely berserkers. Are you
Because I
kidding?
guarantee you nothing happened to any of them. They were taking like a blood pressure pill.
Exactly. They're just
Oh yeah,
starving
or
for
fucking if you got like an Ambien or like a Xanax or something, you're fucking wild.
Yeah, getting an
That's so
Ambien or a
stupid.
Xanax would be great, but like imagine you get like furosemide or like what the fuck am I gonna do with it?
Gabapentin.
No, that's not good
losartan.
either. That's crazy for gabapentin. That makes your memory fucked up.
Rosa,
You guys want to know what it is this morning?
Gabapentin gives you early onset
It actually can.
Alzheimer's.
If you mix it with Ambien, it actually can. My grandmother had to
mix
stop
it?
taking it.
I told my mom
That's
stop
why you're
taking
not
it.
supposed to be mixing these things, Messy.
No,
You don't
if the
put
doctor
everything in one
prescribes them
bottle
to
and
you,
just
they
take
will
whatever
Prescribe it
prescribe
without
them to
looking
you.
at the interactions. Listen, I got
Trigger.
a 100. I got an A plus 100 score in my pharmaceutical class in college. Okay, there are interactions you have to be very careful of. And my grandmother was on Ambien and gabapentin for a very long time after she had breast cancer. To the point that it like built up inside her body.
Yes.
And she was getting up out of bed one morning and fell and hit her head on the doorknob and had to get like 11 stitches and was in the hospital. Had sepsis. It was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Because of mixing those medications together. It's dangerous.
Right.
Anywho, she's fine now.
Yeah, I need to add a story. Look, I even put it in the chat. You guys can hear. I'll try to land the plane as fast as I can. I was in my 20s working at Tim Hortons up here in Canada. You guys hear that coffee shop? When I was in my 20s.
Here in Northwest Indiana.
Bunch of us. So there's 3 bakers. We were the bakers. And this was back when you made the donuts. Like you put the donuts in the fryer and you flip them with the sticks and all that. They don't do that now. They flash freeze the donuts and then they go to the store and the store just bakes them quickly and then they're done. It's pretty much the same damn donut, really. But it took out a lot of the work for us. So anyways, we're doing this. We get sick. We got the cold pretty bad, all of us. But it was a drinking night. It was it was a fucking weekend. We put together, there was rum, Contact C, something else, and I promise you guys, I'm a truth teller. I promise you, I swear. Here we go. So the next morning, we had taken this concoction. We all fucking passed out, wasn't over the top. We were kind of seeing how much of each we were putting in, but we all felt good. Then we passed out. The next morning, we were all better. We all felt better. And we have no idea what the fuck the concoction was, but if we could have bottled it, we would have made a fortune.
It was like a hair of the dog type
every
of thing?
one of us.
Is that what you're saying?
Pretty well.
Like keep your hangover away?
It was pretty much, but we were sick, and it got rid of it was so powerful, maybe the alcohol with it, plus the alcohol we give it to them fucking germs, man. They couldn't handle it. They were drunk and stoned and everything else, and they were done. But I'm telling you, it worked. And if we could have bottled that, I can't remember. All I remember is there was an alcohol involved, whether it was and Contact C and something else. Might have been Sinutab or something. It was 2 over-the-counter things.
Can y'all hear those
Contact
fireworks?
C was one of them.
Yeah.
And we found the cure for the common cold, but we couldn't bottle it because we couldn't remember what it was.
Well, stop getting drunk.
That is always the correct answer. Stop getting drunk.
Stop getting drunk.
Right? No, I don't drink.
It's the correct answer. Whatever the question is, it doesn't matter what the question is.
I never liked to taste alcohol. My first beer.
Would you please stop eating on the microphone?
Yeah, he really doesn't like it when you eat on the microphone.
Oh, sorry.
No choice.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you were Irish or I didn't know you're from Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was peanut butter too, so it's like
sticky.
It's the worst thing ever.
Well,
the silence is deafening.
Is it
right? That's what I'm here for. Where's everybody from?
New York.
Ohio.
United States, unlike some assholes.
Ohio.
You're like the new
Nashville,
mayor?
Tennessee.
New York is liking the new mayor?
She hates him. She's a righty.
I
He
smell
wants to be a
gas.
lefty.
Guys, I gotta go. I actually
No,
smell gas
ew.
right at this moment. No,
Okay,
I mean
well,
gas. Like there might be a leak or something. I gotta jump outside. So
yeah,
seriously, I really do.
take care.
I smell
Let us
something.
know.
I thought, well, it's not. I'm the only one here, and I didn't fart, so I'm gonna go out. I'll
Come
be
back
back,
and
guys.
let us
Thanks,
know.
Mojo.
Yeah,
Got the
go away.
mojo rising.
You
I gotta
know
go. I'll be
what?
right back.
I have something to talk about. Do you know how they're digging up all over the place, putting fiber optic lines in everywhere? Well, they hit a gas line in close to Akron, Ohio, and 3 houses exploded. And then a whole bunch around the explosion were damaged.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. So they put a halt to digging for a while.
Anybody unalive?
Yes. It was crazy. But it was in the middle of the day, so there were people that in school working, not in school, working or out doing things. So, but yeah, it was really bad. But I don't understand. If we're doing 5G and Wi-Fi, why aren't they going back to fiber optic? Mojo, do you know?
I have no idea.
It's weird.
Well, because fiber optic, you can get gigabits speed.
Oh.
You're not going to be able to get that on 5G. Yeah, you're not going to get that on 5G.
Okay. Well, I mean, what do you need that for? Like, if somebody's doing
When you have 3 kids and you're all on they're all on their devices and your TV's on,
and you got your phone, or you got your oven, or you got your fridge, and you got all this other shit connected to Wi-Fi. Then
and trying to use Chat GPT or whatever that.
Yeah, so we've got fiber optics where I live because the golf course hosts weddings.
Okay.
And a few years ago, on the weekends, you couldn't even stream Netflix on your TV because so many people in a concentrated area were using that.
Oh,
whatever.
Wow.
So the golf course actually paid for fiber optics to go in by me. So
nice,
because it's not everywhere where I am. It doesn't go in the rural areas very well. And that was part of what was that? Biden's infrastructure bill was getting more.
Oh yeah, that's
internet
true.
and fiber optics in areas that don't have them.
Yeah,
I mean, y'all realize
high
that
speed internet in rural areas.
Yeah, I mean, so many children during C-19 when we were doing e-learning had to go to like McDonald's and use the free Wi-Fi because they didn't even have internet at their homes,
or the
if
library.
they had parents at home to help them. They didn't even
Or
have internet to get on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're not wrong.
So,
well, in the apartment complex I live in, it's elderly, 55 and up, no kids. There's 30 apartments.
Nice.
I think only 5 of us have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, probably only 4 of you know how to use it.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen,
I love you, Stargaze.
it's okay if you still use the yellow pages. It's okay. You know what I mean? Like,
they still make
it's all right.
I have to help them with their TVs and stuff.
I believe it. So a friend of mine, I was like 2020. He was looking to buy a house and we were just going around looking at houses and open houses and went into this one and it was a 55 and over community. And like, they walked up to us and like, can we help you? They're like, I think he asked if he could get some help and they're like, yeah, you got a few years before you can live here. Sorry.
Oh yeah, they don't want like the Boca Raton. They do not want like young people in their complexes.
Most of them, at least where I am around, so people who are not 55 or whatever the stipulation is can live there, but you have to have it approved through like the HOA committee, and at least 80% of the units have to be occupied by that demographic.
Right. No, listen, they don't want the drama. They don't want the bullshit. They don't want the parties.
They have it so much like you only have so many cars in your driveway. You can't park on the street.
Oh,
these certain hours. You have to have your trash. I mean, just crazy.
The drama. These old ladies have so much drama. It is hilarious.
Yeah, but not like they don't want like partying and like you know.
Right.
Unless it's consensual and they're having like a game night or something.
No, it's funny because a lot of them are starting to try gummies. It's so
That's fucking awesome because I guarantee if they're trying the gummies, that means they want to replace the kind of pharmaceutical medication with the gummies, which is awesome. I'm into that.
Me too. I mean, if my knees ever get worse or my lower back gets any worse, even though I'm sober 8 years, I'll start trying gummies if it'll help the pain.
I suggest trying the gummies before you sit there and go for like a muscle relaxer or something like that.
Oh, no. Yeah, I don't touch anything narcotic at all.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
Maybe you could get some Tylenol 800s or something.
No, well, I take Motrin 800. But I just, once a day, I take it at bedtime just so I can sleep. I just live with the pain during the day.
You know what I mean? If you just take one a day, that's great. It's really good. It's good for you.
Thanks. So be even
what
quiet.
do you do? What do you do for your pain, Rosa?
I don't have pain, thankfully. I was a gymnast. I stretch. I like keep a body in motion, stays in motion. I don't know. My grandma always, she lives to 102, and she was always stretching and doing and this and that and walking, and so I just like look to her for,
That's good. You have good genes.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm not sure. I don't want to live that long. I mean, it's till the day she unalived. She was like showering herself. She was like going up and downstairs. She was like doing everything herself. So cooking. She, we had to take the keys away from her to the cars because she still wanted to drive. You know what I mean? She was very, very active. And then lung cancer. She got lung cancer, and within like 2 weeks, that was it. And she never smoked, never drank, never took Tylenol, no medication. She just took like her blood pressure medication, and she very, very clean, good, respectable woman, 100%. And she, lung cancer got her. How? I don't know. It wasn't. She'd never smoked. Always very healthy.
Where does she live?
New York.
There you go.
But we don't live in New York City. It's like we live by the
Upstate?
beach, so it's good air.
Are you upstate New York?
Jersey Shore.
No, Long Island.
Jersey Shore.
Long Island, so it's good. It's good, clean air. It's like beach air.
Yeah, it would be out there.
Yeah, very sad. Honestly, I think that because she was in the hospital, she had liquid in her lungs. I think that they gave her like too much of like a relaxant. To be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure that it was I'm not entirely sure about that. I hear that happens a lot, where they give the patient like a lot of a relaxant to keep them quiet or to like relieve their pain or whatever, and sometimes it's too much.
My girlfriend had a hip surgery. Afterwards they had a Narcan.
What the fuck? Why
Dilaudid. They gave her Dilaudid, right?
How old is she?
She's 58.
Yeah,
but
she had the surgery.
Mom's age.
Right after the surgery, they could not wake her up. They had to give her Narcan.
Yeah, they probably gave her too much.
Yeah.
It's my mom's age. My mom's 58.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Michael.
Do you love your mom, Michael?
You said what?
Do you love your mom? Do you have a good relationship with her?
Mom.
Yeah.
That's good.
How old
what's
are you,
your
Michael?
age?
Do you love your mom? I'm 22.
Michael? 22.
Yeah, he's good people. I know.
My mom's dead. I didn't really love her that much.
Wait, hold on. I don't trust you with who you think good people are. First of all, Mo. Second of all, that fucking weird-ass Muslim
people,
dude.
Bro. What are you talking
Mo's
about?
not good people.
Mo and I weren't friends for months and months and months. Actually, he just unblocked me on that live yesterday.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen,
it's one Muslim I like, right?
Hold
It's a Muslim I like.
He just unblocked me on that live too. He had me blocked as well. Just so you know. And on
Why
top
are
of
you
that,
happy
one of
for
my
me?
first
It's a
experiences.
Muslim I like. Like, what's wrong with you?
One of my first experiences with Mo was he and his panel going after Messi here.
Oh no.
And then kicking her off the panel and then continuing to talk shit about her. So I defended her. This is the first time I'd ever met Messi. This was like way back in like November of 2024. So yeah, Mo's kind of a dick. He's always been kind of a dick.
Yeah, it was bad. I didn't do anything, and they were so mean to me.
You're such. She all played into it. They did. They were talking a lot of shit though, and it was pretty shitty.
That sounds shitty. I'm sorry about that.
Anyway, so yeah, I don't trust your judgment on it.
But listen, it's giving me a little bit of the softer, a little bit, tiny bit, teeny weeny, little itty bitty, teeny weeny.
Shit, I've known
aside from
Rosa for
Muslims,
like a
right?
year.
But he's like a Christian now. Like he's like gone way into like the Jesus talks on his live. I've noticed.
Yeah, I just saw that yesterday too. He's like, I stay away from politics now. Kinda. I'm like, boring. But you know.
Let me just say, the things they were saying about me that night were not very Jesus-like.
I'm sure it was said about me too in his life. I don't give a fuck though. Like, come on.
Well, yeah, obviously not. You guys have that other fucking freak dude that was just trolling you.
Wait, I meant don't give a fuck about what he said about me, not what he said about you, Massey.
Oh no.
No,
that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, no. So Sultan, he's a newbie. That was like the second interaction with him. He's very derogatory.
You think?
That guy's a horrible
born in
person.
Sudan, right? Right now he's in Jordan, apparently.
That's a horrible
But it's
individual.
a little entertaining. No, it's like entertaining.
It's entertaining.
Entertaining.
Okay. I mean,
I don't know who's worse. Him? Or actually, no, I'm not going to bring up his name.
Who's and where?
This guy Sultan, he's a Muslim, and
Sultan. I've seen him. Yeah.
Yeah. I met him
It's
yesterday.
entertainment. I mean, there was nothing really much going on last night.
He told me I was a skinny soy boy yesterday.
Rosa, did I see you crying?
Wait, are you?
No, I don't cry.
Okay.
Oh, damn! That was a quick no. Yes, what happened?
I don't cry. I don't know what happened.
Maybe not cry. Upset on Orion's panel the other day.
Oh no, maybe I was congested from cleaning a house with a dog or something. But Ryan, yeah, no, that was not me. I don't do that.
No.
He takes a
He
lot.
told me I looked skinny yesterday.
Jeez Louise, I wonder who else thinks I was crying. That's fucked up.
Well, you said no.
To be honest, you
quickly,
always kind of
meaning-
sound sick.
You do. You
do?
always sound congested. Yeah,
You
sound
always
congested.
you always kind of sound sick. Ever since I've known you, you always kind of sound like you were sick.
Oh, nice.
Maybe that's just the I don't know, I guess the middle-aged composure mixed with the
Middle-aged composure.
Damn.
Bro,
Wow.
settle the fuck down before I come to
That's
fucking
wild.
Washington. dog.
Tired.
That's pretty wild.
How old are you? 22?
24.
I'm 22. No, I'm 22.
22. I think I thought I
22.
heard right.
Yeah, I
He's
turned
Little
23
baby,
in
he
Oc-
doesn't even know what the fuck he's saying. Shut up, Michael.
I turned 23 in October.
Congratulations.
Bro, you know you're middle age. You're middle age too, man.
I'll tell you.
you know what's
I'll tell you
crazy?
what, Michael. You keep saying stupid shit like that. You would be considered over the hill right now because you're not.
Okay,
gonna make
to
it
be
long.
if it makes you feel any better in everybody's standards, in all these Gen Alpha standards who basically run TikTok and all the slang terms, I'm considered in what they call unk status. So if it makes
And
you
also,
feel
I'm not
any
even
better,
fucking middle aged, bro. So you know what? Kick
Oh,
rocks.
okay.
What's
With
middle
no
age?
shoes.
What's middle age? Like late 30s?
True middle
to-
age would be
Late
35.
30s?
Yeah, true middle age would be 35, right? Because if the average lifespan is 70, then true middle age would be 35. Between
Oh my
35
God.
and
saying.
I'm over the
30.
middle.
Oh, heuristic. HR, come here.
That's what I'm saying. I literally thought middle age starts at like mid to late 30s.
Well,
But
my
if
grandma's
the lifespan
102,
goes
so
down.
actually middle age is 50 for me.
It's
Yeah,
60
for
for
you.
me. It's
Oh,
60 for
okay.
me.
If the lifespan keeps going down the way it is, Michael, then you might be middle age pretty soon, buddy.
No, I was just told I'm a baby. And I get told
Yeah,
by
he's a
everybody.
fucking baby.
I
doesn't know what
get
he's
told
saying.
by that by everybody.
He's a little baby.
I mean, you sound like a mental 12, so.
A mental 12.
Oh,
That's so
fuck.
tough.
What the heck?
Coming in hot.
I don't know. I'm just throwing
Wait,
shit out here for no
somebody
reason.
came in hot. What the
A
hell?
little bit.
I wanted to ask if you guys watched Mike Johnson up there being like, you know what's on the DSA's website? And then everyone being like, isn't that just like normal stuff? Did you guys see that?
No, I didn't. But Penny was saying the same thing today, so I assume she saw it because she's like, "Man, did you guys see what's on the DSA website and what their platform is?"
Yeah, it's like ranked choice voting. It's saying we need to abolish the two-party system because we do. It's not working, right? There's too much push and pull, and it creates a lot of gridlock. So having more parties could actually relieve some of that and inspire like people working across the aisle. Like, it's like normal stuff. He's also, I mean, Mike Johnson also recently said, you know what, if the Republicans lose in November, they're going to turn the Congress into an investigative body. And he's like,
he'll be their protection.
And that he would be, yeah, and that he would be there to protect them. Like, I mean, and then JD Vance, like, they're just admitting shit all throughout the world. Like, JD Vance going to talk at the Nixon library, talking about how Watergate would be a 12-hour news cycle. Like, yeah. Are you admitting right now that Trump does stuff like this all the time? Or are you admitting that we are so desensitized to corruption because of Trump that like it wouldn't even last a 24-hour news cycle? Like, just keep admitting that you guys are doing corrupt shit, because we are going to turn that fucking Congress into an investigative body, and we are going to fucking find out exactly what's been going on.
And then Donovan will finally get his indictments that he's been wanting.
Don't we have like, you know, there's other people you can vote for apart from the Democrats or Republicans, right? I mean, it's not essentially a two-party system. Just no one votes.
Green Party.
They've got no.
Yeah. So yeah, there's no chance to win, and this essentially happened because like. I mean, it's kind of complicated, but essentially, like, these other parties have
go right over my fucking head then.
I'm just saying these small parties like the Green Party and things like that, like they don't have the money behind them, and they just don't have the recognition. A lot of people and that's why I think ranked choice voting is a good thing, because if you can have ranked choice voting, smaller parties can gain traction that way. Mm-hmm. And you would eventually see like a growth in those parties because they would have more visibility. It allows people to have more niche things that they care about. Not have to worry so much about being a one issue voter, because these things are so binary with the Republican Democrat thing. So ranked choice voting would help to lead to having more parties.
Well, he's sleeping like he's on a live body right now.
What?
Well, I'm talking about my cat. He's just laying down like he's a carcass.
Yeah, my cat does that too.
But that means he trusts me.
Does he show you his belly?
All the time.
Yeah, that's good.
Dude, my cat would do that, and then I would go and stroke his belly, and all four paws, all the fronts and the backs.
Yeah, because that's a vulnerable position. They don't actually want you to touch it.
Yeah, they're showing it to you as a form of trust. But if you touch it, you break the trust.
Yeah.
Well, my cat when I had when I was young, I had a Maine Coon. Oh my god, he was so perfect and gorgeous. He didn't mind. He let me do anything to him. Anything.
Yeah, Maine Coons have more dog-like personalities.
Oh, I love a Maine Coon. I want one so bad now, but they're so expensive.
My cat is like the epitome of a bitchy cat. Like, she only likes me. She hates everybody else. She like swipes at anybody who comes into the house. She hisses at people. It's great. But she's like a real one. She's like loyal to me 100%.
HR, have you heard what we are now called?
Huh?
Have you heard what we're now called?
No.
Mojo, you got that background?
I am not going to let this stick, by the way.
See?
Sticking. It's not going to stick.
Look at
my God, what is it? Is it Moochie Mojo?
CS and CT decided that we were going to be called a litter box.
That's
Why?
a cute pussy.
She's like, why?
Why a litter box?
Yeah,
that's
like
what I
good.
asked. I don't fucking know. Ask them. I don't know what the fuck they're thinking. But there's a lot of the conservatives like Devo and well, all the assholes, I guess. They all got together and they created the locker room. So that's what they call their Discord.
The locker room?
Yeah.
That sounds like something that
Out of the
would
E-files?
many people. Well, I wouldn't say that.
That sounds like a place that's unsafe for anyone under the age of 16.
Exactly. Yeah, the locker,
especially women.
It's like
the litter box is unsafe for women and also
little boys
who can't clean it properly under the age of whatever.
You know what's crazy? Speaking of, actually, no, I'm not even gonna say.
Oh wait, I think I get it. Are we the litter box because that's where you can get that parasite, where cats can give you that parasite that make you do whatever they want?
What?
What's that? What? I don't know. What that is.
Toxoplasmosis.
Only you would know that.
That's what you get when you're pregnant, right?
It's deadly. It's deadly when you're pregnant, which is why they tell you should clean a litter box when you're pregnant.
But how do they control you? What do you mean by that part?
It's a parasite that makes you. So really, what it's for is for mice. If mice get into that litter box and they get this parasite, it makes them unafraid of cats. It makes them go up to the cat and the cat can now just kill it. Yeah,
that's
it's wild. Yeah, it's a literal parasite that makes the prey unafraid all of a sudden of cats, and then the cats can just kill them. But with humans, it's joked that if you get it as a human, you just do whatever.
Oh, so it's not real.
No, if you really get that parasite, it's
you're pregnant. It's so bad.
If you get it while you're pregnant, it can hurt the baby. Yeah.
You know what's crazy? My cat is on a whole nother level. He doesn't just unalive mice and rats. He unalives birds too.
Oh, my Maine Coon would bring hedgehogs, birds, rats, everything. Squirrels, bunnies.
Yeah, baby bunnies were the worst because they would scream. Oh my god!
And they'd bring them back to the house. Like I wanted them through the litter box, through the cat hole, everything. The cat hole, the trapdoor, whatever it is.
That's pretty wild. To the cat.
All right. I have to go run some errands. Got to get another case of energy drinks, so I'll see y'all later. Thank you.
Someone unalive from that. Relax on those.
My gosh, someone unalived. I have some people do cocaine. Actually, wait, sorry, I can't say that down here. But
all right, toodles.
Bye.
Toodles.
It's actually very hard to unalive from smoking.
From what?
The Peruvian marching band.
Yeah, that study that they used to always parade around about how the devil's lettuce could give you
nothing.
Could basically give you, what is it, smoke inhalation, like that problem. The way that they conducted that study is that they put masks on chimps and had them inhale smoke for hours on end, which caused your brain to constrict from lack of oxygen.
Of course.
But it wasn't like somebody smoking a J. It was literally putting masks on monkeys.
I can't
believe they
that.
put a mask on a monkey and just let them smoke and smoke and smoke, and then they saw that their brain shrunk. It's you suffocated them.
Did you see those beagles that never touched grass before, and then they were tested on, and then they were let out, and they let out on grass, and they were so happy and vibrant. It was the cutest thing. Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, inhaling any combustible herb, though, regardless of whether it came from the earth or not, is not good for your lungs.
No, it's not. I mean, but anything you smoke is going to have, because you're burning it, is going to bring and draw in a carcinogen into your lungs. But the claim was that marijuana causes your brain to shrink. No,
listen, married iguanas is much better than any other type of vape or cigarette.
I mean, I would say that the making it so strong and making it people doing it too often causes psychological damage and addiction is still there. But I've never seen someone smoke a blunt and then beat their wife. You know what I mean? So
yeah, you don't smoke a blunt and then forget what you did the next day. You know what I mean?
I would much rather people smoke than drink. 100%.
I think so too. They should replace the liquor stores with
Yeah, the worst they're gonna do is sit at a stop sign waiting for it to turn
iguanas.
green.
Yes, I heard that one. I don't do married iguana or drink alcohol, but I mean, it's and people benefit from that too. I mean, there's doctors prescribe it. I mean, they prescribe a lot of other shit too, but you know, that's like much better than, you know, oxys or benzos and stuff like that, right?
Oh yeah, oxys and benzos have way worse side effects. Again, 100. I think the thing with marijuana is the possibility for like psychological dependence is the biggest problem. And to be honest with you, the likelihood of psychological dependence from oxys and benzos is way fucking higher.
Right. I found that when I stopped smoking, it was very easy for me. The only thing I had was trouble sleeping a little bit. I mean, there was no like withdrawal process for me personally.
Did you get wild dreams?
Yes. That's why I said the sleeping process. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. That checks out. I mean, I have obviously I have a very addictive personality. Mm-hmm. So I'll stick with eating fruit. Can't do any drugs.
You're so high on life anyway, right?
Most of the time. Not when Mike Johnson's out there going, look at what's on the DSA website. It's ranked choice voting. Like, what is wrong with you?
I don't know what any of that means. Okay, what happened? Where'd everybody go? Why is nobody talking?
Man, silence really does get to you, huh?
I fucking hate silence. Hate it.
Yeah, science and geography are not my strong points.
No, silence.
Oh, silence? I thought you said science.
I don't enjoy the silence. I don't enjoy the silence.
We were talking about a good topic too.
No, Monkey, I'm not going upstairs. Yeah, I mean, I would actually like. I've thought about it, and I've seen like if alcohol was like introduced into society now, and was like with all the technology and stuff that we had, we would test that, and we'd be like, yeah, this is toxic for humans, so yeah, probably not. Like, it would not be a legal thing. It's just that it's such an old form of like and like ingrained into the culture, but like generally speaking, it's so fucking bad for you.
Oh, you can get wet brain, cirrhosis of the liver, everything. I think we should go back to speakeasies and making it in your basement.
No,
that, and like it like it's one of the things that even one glass of wine completely disrupts your like sleep at night.
Well, red wine lowers your blood pressure, so that is kind of like.
Yeah, but tolerable. Everything else is bad, right? Like everything else that it does is bad.
Yes.
You know? And like again, the sleep disruption to me is like the biggest problem that you're gonna have with any drug. If your brain, because like sleeping is an active process, it's your brain is doing a shitload of stuff when you're asleep. And when you drink, you are more likely to pass out or just feel sleepy. And the thing is every other operation stops in your body when there's a poison in it. Sorry, there's like, I have the doors open and like really loud cars are outside. But, so because it has to work so hard to get rid of that out of your system.
The fuck is going on? Birdie, what is that?
Birdie, do you know you're on the panel, Mr. Birdie Dog? Mr. Bird Dog.
No, I muted him. He's fine.
Just that process needs to to take place. And the thing is that like I have been sleeping really well for the first time in a really long time for like a long period of time.
That's awesome.
And like the clarity that I have gained from just sleeping 6 to 9 hours a night, every night, is like a game changer. Like I am a machine at work. The amount of stuff I'm able to get done and at the accuracy level I'm able to get done is absurd. I've only had one bad day at work since I got back to work, which was not really a bad day. It was just like each model had like 4 fuck ups in it, and it took me fucking a whole day to run those models, and then I had to run them again the next day.
That's awesome, HR. Good for you. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, it's like a game changer. Sleep and movement every single day, and no drugs. Mm-hmm. Right, Moochie? Right, baby? Yes.
Oh, I had a dog named Mishka. Mishka.
Oh, I call her Mishka all the time. I don't know why. Because it rhymes. Yes, it does, boo-boo.
Little teddy bear in Russian.
Oh, that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting combo. How did that happen? Like, how did your parents meet? Cuban and Russian, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How did they meet?
They actually met in the U.S. at a restaurant.
Oh, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Really, that's a really interesting combination.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my parents are Samoan and Mexican. I always never found someone like me either.
What are they?
Samoan and Mexican.
Oh, wow. Nice.
I guess I just picture like Cuban people being like really fun and like loud, and Russian people being like, what the fuck? Like more
Sedate,
subdued.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, like more subdued, like, you know, it's just like a funny combination. Like, I don't know, it's like I dated someone Lithuanian, and like he was very like, he's very serious all the time. You know, it's just like you know, and I was like, absolutely not serious ever.
You're not the prototypical Indian either, I don't think.
No, I'm like the black sheep of my family that way. My family is like very traditional, but like kind of non-traditional at the same time, like, because we're like Indians from Africa, so there's like a little bit of a difference there, but they tend to be more traditional because they were from Kenya, because they're like Indian of the 1940s, frozen in time, right? Because they didn't continue to evolve with India because they left. So they tend to be actually more traditional than people from India.
Did you hear what these assholes are doing in Kenya? They're putting up 25 tents, like hospital tents to house people with corona or hantavirus, and
Ebola.
Kenya has no.
It's Ebola. It's Ebola.
Oh yeah, Kenya
Ebola.
has no cases of Ebola right now. Well, at least a week ago or so when I looked, they had no cases. Why would you put this in a place with no cases? It's doing well.
I mean, I think it's a good thing to start preparing for it to spread, because you're very close to Congo, very, very close. There's not a whole lot of control over the borders there, because there's a lot of smuggling that goes on between the Congo and other countries, especially with the coltan. So there's a lot of like unregulated, unrestricted.
What is the coltan? Is that like the African cartel?
No, coltan is a mineral that you get in the Congo that's mined. So there's a lot of like illegal smuggling of it. And there's like several different rebel groups that are basically running like roughshod in Congo. And they use East African countries as places to smuggle out of. And so I think this is kind of preemptive, because there was no money to help stop this outbreak. And part of the reason for that is because Elon Musk decided to shut down USAID with no evidence that
it's not fully shut down. It's partially still in action.
Right. They sent 3 people and about $100,000 when the Ebola outbreak happened, when Obama was there.
Obama did really good with that outbreak when it came here.
Yeah. Well, when it happened in Africa, when Obama was there, we stopped that outbreak because it's the same strain that it is now. And the problem with
No,
this
I thought
strain,
this was a different strain. I thought this was like a rare strain.
this strain is worse because it takes about 2 weeks for you to get sick.
I thought that was hantavirus.
No, there's different.
That's different.
Yeah, hantavirus is usually the Andes version is the one that can spread from human to human, but it takes a really long exposure. Ebola, there's very different versions. The one that's the least likely to spread is the one that kills you in 8 hours. You just don't expose that many people.
The Hanta is the cruise ship one, Rosa. The
Yes, the
Hanta
Hanta's the cruise ship one with the scientists that were on there. But I did hear allegedly, right, that it was it took like 6 weeks to show up to actually, like, you were asymptomatic prior to that, and it took 6 weeks to show up and to actually become symptomatic.
Yeah, but it also requires a very long exposure time to transfer from human to human. So you have to like be really near that person for a long time. You have to be touching them, probably exchanging like spit, saliva, and it takes a long time for that to transmit. This version of Ebola takes about a week, takes about 10 days to 2 weeks to show up, but it has a 50% kill rate.
Well, the last thing we need is another fucking pandemic under Trump, I'll tell you.
Yeah, and this one would be really, really bad. There are no cures for Ebola.
Yeah, Trump did a really shitty job with the outbreak. I can admit that 100%. But Obama did, and I don't like Obama, we know that, but Obama with the Ebola, how he like contained the individuals and like had the nurses and stuff wear hazmat suits when they went in to, check their temperatures and did checkups or whatever. Like, that was really good. And allegedly Trump tried to, contain the individuals that had the corona also, but he got told you can't isolate them from families, you can't block people up, blah, blah, blah. So,
well, the other thing is that after that Ebola thing happened, Obama put together a
plan,
a pandemic response unit into the CDC and tried to give it some money, make it more robust so that we could, if something like this were to happen again, we could have a really quick response from it. And Trump came in and he took it out. He was like, we don't need this. This is stupid.
Yeah.
And then we got COVID.
Yeah. What the irony, right?
The fucking irony.
I think Trump acted actually in probably the only way that he really could. This is actually one issue I don't critique Trump on at the beginning of the way he handled it. Not the middle.
Ebola, but Corona, 1 case is going to turn to 0. 9 cases will turn to 0 in no time.
The thing is, Rosa, is we remember in the beginning, nobody knew about what this strain was going to be about. They just knew that people were unaliving. So I'm not a Trump at all.
A little bit of research. Like, this is in textbooks.
They were
from
doing
years ago. No, it is in textbooks. It's in textbooks, coronavirus.
Well, it's a different strain. There's tons of strains of coronavirus.
This was a novel virus, right? It was a different strain of the SARS-CoV-12, right? The one that hit China and Asia pretty hard. And then there's another version of it that hit the Middle East, the Middle Eastern upper respiratory infection, right? But so coronaviruses exist. This version was novel. No one had seen it with those protein spikes on it. That's what made it different than any kind of other virus. It had a different
you're right.
Of protein spikes. What I will give Trump credit for is Operation Warp Speed. If he was going to receive the Nobel Prize for anything, it was that. It was getting those vaccines through because
those were released before the FDA approved it, right?
No, we had been studying mRNA vaccines for a long fucking time, Rosa.
Right, but there was a lot of side effects with those vaccines.
And there hasn't been any epidemiological studies that have said that there is anything linked to the COVID vaccines. No lung cancer, no lung problems.
HR, but okay, so they had a thing where you could file lawsuits after you got the vaccine, but it was for a very short period of time, and then they cut it off that you could not file any more lawsuits.
Yeah, you know why? Because they probably could not be brought to the court because they did not have enough evidence. They have done so many studies now on people that received the jabs, and they've done big multivariate panel studies like over time to check people, and they've been checking young kids, they checked it in pregnancies, they've checked it all over, and there is no significant data that shows that the vaccine causes any long-term problems.
I don't know about. I'm gonna have to look at that.
Look into it, but
I
look
know
at
you're very
actual
smart and you
studies.
deserve a Mensa award, but I'm gonna have to look into that one.
Look at actual studies, though. Make sure you're not looking at blogs. Make sure you're not looking
Right,
at
of
somebody
course.
trying to sell stuff. Make sure you're getting actual peer-reviewed journal articles that talk about it, because not a single one is going to tell you that there was a problem.
I don't even think necessarily, like, I wasn't necessarily talking about the vaccine, but that is a great point
Who's
that
got the
should be
TV
brought
going?
up. Rosa.
Okay, so the CDC,
Rosa.
yes, but extremely rare. I know I have the TV on. I was listening to Trump. Is that what you're gonna say?
Really? Why?
Because he's
gross.
deporting 1 million immigrants, right? And he says he wants people from Norway and Scandinavia to come here. So the short answer is yes. This is from the
Because he's saying
CDC.gov,
white
right?
supremacist shit? Really?
So yes, but extremely rare. Only a very small number of deaths have been judged likely or definitely caused by C-19 vaccines, while millions of unalivings were prevented by the vaccine. Okay.
Yeah, because like you have to remember that like there's going to be a small chance that somebody is allergic to an ingredient in a vaccine, right? So that is, or an underlying cause. You have an autoimmune disorder that interacts poorly with the vaccine that hasn't been diagnosed. Like you can't say that it's the vaccine that's the problem, because every single body is going to have a different response to it, and some people are going to have an allergic reaction, and that is not something you can predict, right? The best thing you can do, and what most places did, is they had EpiPens there, right, so that you could give somebody an EpiPen shot if that was the case. The same thing with the shingles vaccine, right? That's one that in every million, or I think every 100,000 or something like that, or I think it's every 150,000 people get Guillain-Barré from a shingles vaccine, right? And that has nothing to do with the vaccine itself. It's that person's body starts to attack itself because of that vaccine. That is we have no way of being able to find why that is, which is why if anybody tells you in medicine they're looking for the root cause, they're full of shit. It's nearly impossible to find a root cause.
Well, they're saying here that myocarditis has been observed after mRNA vaccines, mostly in young males. Most recover.
Yeah.
So that's just inflammation of the heart.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
inflammation of the
CDC.
heart. That's also really common in young males who contract the flu.
Is
right?
it?
Any virus, yeah, especially. It's more likely in men than women. Remember, women have an XX chromosome, which allows you to have something called mosaicism, which means our immune systems are naturally stronger because the X chromosome carries all of the necessary genetic material. So if something goes wrong in one of your X chromosomes, your body can use the other X chromosome to make sure that they can get rid of that problem. It's called a bar body. So women's immune systems are typically stronger than men's immune systems overall.
Women. There's a theory out there that men are nothing but mutated or a failed mutated X chromosome.
Yeah, that Y chromosome keeps shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. Like it just keeps getting smaller and smaller. The only thing it really carries anymore is that SRY gene, which is basically the message to cell differentiate into a male at some point. That's the only piece of information it carries. So that's why like sex-linked disorders are more prominent in men than they are in women, because women have two X chromosomes, bar bodies, or like I said, mosaicism. That's why Moochie is a calico. The calico coloring comes from mosaicism.
Is that orange?
No, I'll show you.
Like orange, black, and white? Yeah, they say orange girl cats are like sassy as fuck.
She is sassy as fuck. Yes, she is. Are you a sassy little kitty?
I had another cat, a gray one, that would hide under furniture, and every time we walked past, it would like jet out and like claw onto your leg, and like you would walk, and like you'd be walking with the cat attached to the leg. She was wild, that one.
This one is a very sassy cat. Yes, you are. You're the sassiest of sassy cats.
Did you say that Trump was trying to bring in Norwegians and Swedish people? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I just don't know why Norwegians and Swedish people want to live there. Like, why would
he said it, not me, dude.
I know, but like if you think about it, in Norway, right, you have access to free healthcare, free childcare, you have housing assistance, you have very fresh, good.
Apparently Norway is great.
Yeah, Norway. I mean, it's a great place to live. You're experiencing one of the largest growth phases of the economy in a really long time. Like you have access to not only like things going on in Europe, in Norway and Sweden, but you have access to universities throughout the EU, and you have access to the EU. Like you are also more protected from climate change further north. Like there's no
they have
reason
programs for immigrants to really assimilate into the
and like be able to, because crime and all those things isn't linked to being black or brown or white or whatever. It's linked to socioeconomics. Right. It's linked to not having access to food, to not having access to shelter and education and health.
Isn't Norway the place where they have that prison that's like luxury and a swimming pool and stuff like that? Where
I don't think it's luxury. It's not luxury. It's just like a campus. It's a campus that is actually meant to help rehabilitate someone so that they have lower rates of recidivism, which is like people coming back. We have a for-profit prison system, which benefits from putting people in prison. And they receive federal dollars. They receive federal dollars, and the more they can cut corners, the more of that money they can pocket.
And the more people they can arrest, the more money they get.
Yeah. Now, if you made a rule like you did with kind of health insurance, where for every dollar somebody puts into health insurance, 80% of that dollar, 80 cents on it, has to go towards actually paying for healthcare. And you did the same thing with prisons, and you said, hey, for every dollar we give you from here, 90% of that has to go towards actually running and facilitating programs that help people who go to jail. That would change the entire scope of how prisons are running. Right now, they can get $1 for every dollar they get. They can spend 5 cents of that on feeding people fucking worm food and pocket the rest of the money.
Right. Well, in order for the prisons to actually work and be successful, I think we need to reopen asylums for the people with mental health issues that are not getting the help they need and require in the prisons.
Not asylums, okay? No, like psychiatric wards as they are in nice places and in hospitals are inhumane. Like we really have to.
I don't think that it would be like it was with lobotomies and the shock therapy. They wouldn't be like that anymore. There'd be much more watch over the facilities.
Yeah, I mean the thing is psychiatric care in a high level, like a place like Silver Hill in Connecticut, for example, like where they have really good doctors and a campus, and they teach you how to like really manage what's going on in terms of your mental health, are extremely expensive, right? But the way we do psychiatry now is really not it. It's really not it. Like the overuse of medication
100%
is really, really bad. It's really, really bad. Like that is the one thing I will agree with RFK on. Like we introduced SSRI.
I disagree. I think what I see more often than not, like the reason they come into psychiatric care is because they have not been on their medication.
But like when you're prescribing medication to kids in 3rd grade, like come on, get the fuck out of here.
It's not that. It's not that. Hold on. I do think there's a place for medications in psychiatry, and especially when it comes to psychotic disorders versus things like depression and anxiety, because SSRIs, like, I mean, we have psychiatrists and real studies now that are showing getting off of these medications is horrific. I have my own personal experience with it, but I've also read studies. Mm-hmm. Like it's not psychotic medications that I'm more worried about. I'm like those, there are some that I don't like, but there are also some that have like in the new kind of classes of psychotic medications are quite good. But like things like SSRIs and benzos and like they're very overprescribed. Like I saw
an ADD medication for children.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. I saw a girl who was on 60 milligrams of Adderall a day plus 15 milligrams again during in the afternoon.
This is not how we do medicine, right? Like
it doesn't matter. The
medicine.
doctors are out of control now. The therapists are out of control. It takes 30 minutes and your kid walks out of the place with a Vyvanse or Concerta
but I'm saying
prescription. It's ridiculous.
When you look at studies that look at neurotoxicity from amphetamines, right, we see that above 45 milligrams for men is where neurotoxicity starts to happen. And you can be controlled in that 45 milligram range, given the fact that you can supplement them with like things like NAC, you can supplement things with like something like Strattera.
So you have to you take one medication and then you have to take another to counteract that medication?
It's not a counteracting. NAC is N-acetylcholine, which can help boost the feelings and effects of that, which is a natural supplement, and it actually has a lot of really good evidence behind it. But like psychiatry is there's not enough psychiatrists. It's really hard to see.
They're not doing their fucking jobs.
They are. The advent of medication has brought the world to actually being able to treat a disorder that we had deemed completely untreatable prior to the advent of medication. I dismiss this ideology that depression is all that different than psychosis, because at the end of the day, if it affects your life and it's having an effect, this is what the DSM-5 classifies it needs to have an effect on. It has an effect on your ability to work. If it has an effect on your ability to survive, it has an effect on your relationships with your friends and your family. You should look into it. It's kind of like investing, right? You're not investing into one thing. I think that's bad. I think you should diversify your investment. Invest in physical therapy, invest in being physically active, invest in therapy, talk therapy, psychoanalytical therapy, DBT, CBT, whatever you got to do. Also invest in medication if those things are not working for you. But in terms of like,
have a place.
Can I finish? Yeah, it's okay. And so when we're talking about these medications, I worked in my last clinical round was inside of a psych hospital. What I see more often than not is not people taking medications and getting serotonin syndrome, which is what you're talking about, that buildup of serotonin in the body. What I see more often than not is people not taking their medications and then it affecting their lifestyle. So this isn't how we do medicine. We don't only look at the side effects and say these side effects are too much for our population. We can't do it. It's a cost-benefit analysis, meaning is the side effect worth the benefit that it will give the patient? Does the side effect outweigh the risk, right? Well, exactly. And that's how you do medicine. And yes, absolutely. When somebody's having a psychotic break or a depressive break in which they unalive themselves, then yes, the benefits do.
I am not saying that medications have no place. I am saying the overuse of medications is a problem. Because you're saying like depression, yes, it's not treated like a psychotic disorder because the medication, what it's doing in the brain has a very, very like detectable and noticeable effect. Yes, with psychotic disorders, not taking your medications is a big part of it. But we are definitely seeing massive side effects from long-term serotonin use, while also knowing that there was never any evidence for a chemical imbalance. We had no idea that what a balanced brain looks like versus a non-balanced brain. We can look at MRIs and fMRIs and we can make guesses, but nobody knows how much serotonin you're making or how much you're not making. We saw creatine help a little bit with depression. We see that deep brain stimulation works for people who describe their depression as looking out into a void. There's such a wide range, and I think that the thing that would actually help mental health in the United States more than anything, is better material conditions economically. Most people get into these. Some of it's not. I'm not saying all of it, but the amount that these medications are being used is, I think, too much, because we're seeing people trying to come off of these medications and it is impossible. I mean, your brain will literally shock you from inside your brain. Like there's an electricity pushing.
No, that's not misinformation. Because I think we're negating to realize that if
crazy conversation. Why is everybody talking over each other?
Because I haven't spoken in like 5 minutes and I like to get something in. If you're taking a medication that replaces and essentially replenishes a certain chemical in your brain, you are going to stop producing that by yourself. That's just how the body works.
Can I
You stop producing it by yourself because it's being given to you.
It's driving me crazy. No, that's not it. SSRI is selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor, meaning that whatever is left in the synaptic junction between your neuromuscular junction, it just doesn't uptake it. It leaves it there to bind with the other neuron, so to speak. So it doesn't give you more. It just blocks you from reuptaking it. So your body is what's producing the serotonin. You're not taking any serotonin. Your body is blocking it from taking back the excess. So at the end of the day, these serotonin deficiency and stuff, we're not giving them extra serotonin. We're just preventing their body from taking the excess back into the neuron like it normally would.
Yeah, we're preventing oxidation is what we're doing. We're preventing the oxidation of serotonin by leaving it in the synaptic cleft for a longer period of time. That's how Ritalin and Concerta work too. But an amphetamine works completely differently. An amphetamine goes into the neuron, into the cell, and it bursts out shit tons of dopamine into the synaptic cleft. But what I'm not saying that these medications don't have a place, and specifically in inpatient clinical settings as well. But I do think that we need to look at more of it in a biopsychosocial way too. There are clinics especially in Switzerland, and they did the same thing in Brazil. These kinds of basically halfway houses that were designed to help people really, really learn and figure out how to reintegrate into society, how to make friends, how to do all of the biopsychosocial stuff, because a lot of mental health is also that. And I think there is a heavy reliance in the United States of a silver bullet kind of thing. And I don't think there's no place for it. I think that we use it a lot of the times to not solve bigger problems that are affecting it.
Yeah, but that's sort of withdrawal. No psychiatric medications aside from the amphetamines can be just taken full stop. So when people get those zappies, that's what they call them, if you take an SSRI and then you just randomly stop for about probably 2 or 3 days, depending on the SSRI, you'll get the zappies where it feels like your body's literally shooting with electricity. That's because you're not supposed to do full stop medication, psychiatric medication.
I didn't.
But
and a lot of
you're
people
supposed to do it at low doses. You're supposed to do it low. You're supposed to wean off of it.
Yeah, and the protocol that was designed to wean people off was way too fucking fast. It was and then the problem was people were needing liquid versions of things like Lexapro in order to stop panic attacks and these zaps from happening. When I went through, and I did this under the care of a psychiatrist, when I had to go through and get off of all my psychiatric medications because they put me on all those psychiatric medications while I was still coming off of fucking meth, right? Which was insane to give me all those diagnoses at that time, right? And it took me years to convince a psychiatrist to just believe me that I didn't have these disorders, and I read and I saw how badly it was to come off of these drugs. And I was like, look, I want to really, really, really slow taper. And I still ended up with brain zaps. I still ended up having panic attacks in fucking grocery stores when I've never had a panic attack in my life. And I'm not alone in this happening to them. I know so fucking many people on recovery who have had and experienced something like this. This isn't just
What were you taking? Do you mind if I ask what they were giving you?
Yeah, I was on a lot of different stuff. I was on lamotrigine, Depakote. I was on Zoloft, Abilify, and there was one more. Prazosin.
I got put on Zoloft and Topamax and Respidol or something for a while there, and it was when I was much, much younger, and I did not feel fucking normal on it, and I was on it for a few months, and I took myself off of it, and the doctor was pissed. The doctor was like, why did you take, and I didn't even have any fucking issues like that. I literally was just not so well behaved in school, and I did a couple of things, got expelled, whatever. But I mean, there was no reason to put me on like antidepressants, anxiety medication, mood stabilizers. They had me on and I took myself off, and I went back to the doctor, and the doctor was like, "Why did you take yourself off? You're not supposed to do that. We have to put you back on. We have to, gradually wean you off." I was like, "But I'm already off it." Like, they do not want you to come off it.
No, it's not they don't want you to come off, or else you could die. You can't, especially things like mood stabilizers, lithium. Lithium requires constant surveillance of lithium toxicity levels within your body. So when you remove you can die from stopping it immediately. Or if you, sad thing about lithium is you have to take it at the exact same time every day. So I want to say that also you can overdose on it very easily because it's a very narrow window of what is accessible in the body. So it's not that they don't want you off it, that they want to hear that you want to get off of it, and they will help you wean off of it. But like Heretic said, I can't see the rest of your name. HR. Yeah, I'll just say HR said. It could be different for everybody, and it sounds like her experience wasn't good, but HR, you were on a lot. I mean, you were on so many.
My experience is not abnormal. I saw when I worked in treatment, I saw this. Like, people get put on a shitload of stuff. This is making you feel like this. This is making you feel like this. Take this. Right. The metabolic effects from taking antipsychotics, and then the use of things like metformin and Topamax to have to combat
combination of them. Right.
There's a lot of stuff going on there where I think that we could have a more robust mental health system that actually targeted the biopsychosocial aspects of it, which I think would go way further than just continuing to over medicate people.
I don't see, like, a lot of people are on these anxiety and depression medication. There's no light at the end of the tunnel for them. Like, they're not teaching the right things or letting people know like how to cope with these issues, or they just want to prescribe. And I think big pharma is absolutely out of fucking control.
I think schools having like classes on things like emotional regulation, doing things like yoga, and instituting things about mindfulness at a young age could go miles more.
Bringing attention to mental health, yeah. My son was suggested to go on like an ADD medication in 3rd grade. I was like, no. But I tried everything. Like food, changing his food, doing all the sports, everything like that. And still in 6th grade, they brought me back and they were like, listen, something's got to be done here. He's doing this. A lot of out of school suspensions for a few days and stuff like that. I was like, so I was literally forced to put him to test out this medication because I didn't want the school turning around and being like, oh, medical neglect, right? Because that's basically what they were getting at. So I took him, and I was very against it because he's a boy being a boy. So they tried. I walked into the doctor's office. Within 30 minutes, he had me walking out with a prescription for Vyvanse, right? And I told him it's not fucking working. My son's losing weight. He's lethargic during the day. He's up all night cooking in the fucking kitchen. And he said, up the dosage. I upped the dosage. He lost more weight, and it was just not working. Still lethargic during the day and up all night. And then I go back to the doctor and see him again, and he gives me a Vyvanse prescription, like within 5-10 fucking minutes. The doctors are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Like, my son, the questions he was answering didn't prove that he was like a candidate for this medication.
It did, because the biggest thing was that it was affecting, again, when I say DSM-5 diagnoses, it affects a major part of your life. So you being like, let's say you're just like he's just a vivacious person. He's like,
no, he's smart in school. He just doesn't like to listen.
And all that stuff. That's great. But again, it's not necessarily about him having energy, because the energy is not the problem. The problem is that now it has affected his school to the point where he was getting suspended, and then, like you said, expelled.
But his grades were still awesome. He would he wasn't malicious. He didn't like bully kids.
I know. He's intellectually intelligent, but socially he's lacking, right?
No, he's fucking a popular kid, but he would like talk during class and, like maybe look out the window when he was supposed to be paying attention to X, Y, and Z. And, the teachers, they want little sheep, dude. When I was going to school, when I was young, there was one child on a medication in my school. One fucking child. And he was a little bit of a problem, but he was on medication. Now it's like every other fucking kid's on something. It's terrible.
Here's the thing. I have ADHD, right? And I also have a very addictive personality. So I don't take anything for it. And the way that I manage my ADHD, which is hard, I'm not going to lie, it's not easy. I struggle a lot with not being able to focus. I struggle a lot with a lot of things. One is like one of the things that I do though is using mindfulness, because I struggle with like emotional dysregulation. I struggle with like rejection sensitivity. And I've had to just learn like other coping skills. Like I use other skills to like manage those things. And I think if we were to implement some of those skills at a young age in schools, that would help a lot. I'm not saying that that doesn't mean nobody should use like Adderall or anything like that, because like there's actually a significant amount of studies that show that Adderall is one of the safer medications that you can use. But like the thing is that I just don't think it's enough, right? I think there needs to be more robust systems within the world to manage this stuff better. And one of them is very simple. It is the use of mindfulness, teaching that at a young age, helping people learn how to cope, using simple stuff like an ice pack at the back of your neck, where that can calm your vagus nerve, using like pinching in between your thumb and your index finger, which can also calm the vagus nerve, right? There's a lot of things you can teach, learning to co-regulate with your child. Like there's a lot of other stuff that can be done in conjunction with a medication if it is then required still. But I do think those should be the front line.
Let me just tip for 770. So in the comments, in regards to that, I don't know how it is in your school district, but in mine, if a teacher sends the kid to the principal's office, they actually get reprimanded, the teacher, more than like 3 times a week or something like that, because they can't handle the kids in class. I think that was a contributor to the situation. Also, the teacher had it out for my son. But no, he's a good kid. It's not like he hit somebody, he threw a chair. It's not like he like gets bad grades. You know, he just doesn't pay attention, and he, you know, coerces the other children into talking. Obviously, he's not talking to himself, and you know that it's not like he's malicious. It's
Is he still on the medication?
You guys are scaring everybody else away from live right now.
Sorry.
Nobody will jump
What
on
do you
this
want to
panel
talk
with
about?
you guys.
No,
it's fine. I'm just saying that like everybody would be intimidated by looking at the conversation you guys are having.
Right, it's big pharma and mental health.
Happy Mental Health Month for men, by the way.
Yes.
Happy Pride Month. And also, if you happen to be in Indiana or Tennessee, happy Traditional Family Month.
Well, W's for men in the chat. W's for men in the chat.
W men. I love men.
Why is there no men up? That's so funny. There's no men. Where's the men?
They're working on their mental health.
Yeah.
They're like, this conversation is not it.
They're on the phone with their therapist after listening to this conversation.
I know. They're like, should I really be doing that?
I'm actually gonna go and make dinner, so I'm gonna go be a trad wife.
What are you making?
I think I'm gonna make salmon, like little salmon nuggets. Like I'm gonna bread
salmon
them.
croquets.
Yeah, like I'm gonna bread them and I'm gonna put them in the oven.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna put them in a big giant salad.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Good. Yeah, I'm excited. You excited, Muchi? You wanted some salmon skins?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
All right, enjoy, guys.
Take care, HR.
Bye. Bye.
Sorry, Mojo. Should we talk about politics again? Like, what goes on here?
Well, you can talk about whatever you want, but if it rests around this number, I'll probably just end the live.
Fucking.
You better start making it interesting for other people.
We should glass the Middle East.
Abolish prisons, abolish the prison system, abolish whiteness, abolish race.
Okay, why? Wait, I don't know why glass the Middle East.
Stop giving. Why? Because they're the ones who cause our problems. A lot of our problems.
Do you think we cause the problems that they cause?
I think that they you know, it's not like I think the things they do, it doesn't need to be so aggressive. I mean, 9/11 was fucking terrible. Listen,
you mean
the hostage taking was terrible.
You mean like invading other countries? You know, we have
like
killed more people.
October 7th thing was fucking terrible.
We have killed more people in Iran than were killed on 9/11. More journalists have been killed by, I don't know, Israel than.
I'm not with Israel. You know that.
I understand. But we are causing the problems over there. If we were not involved, do you honestly think that the problems would exist?
I do think the problems would exist 100%.
What makes you believe that?
What makes me believe that? Because there's always issues. Listen, the Quran just says unalive non-believers, and a lot of people over here aren't with the Allah situation. So
does the Bible. The Bible says that in a couple different places too. But there are plenty of Muslims, millions of Muslims that live in the United States of America and are doing no harm.
Oh yeah, but there's plenty that are. I mean, almost every situation we've had over here has had something to do with Muslim
wrong.
Lately.
Actually, the vast majority of situations have to do with both them. Well, I don't know, with certainly American citizens, but not necessarily Muslims.
Yeah, but there's been plenty of situations that have occurred due to, Muslims being in the United States.
Like what?
Like the synagogue incident, like the attempted bombing in New York City, like the 9/11, right? Like Boston Marathon, like the gay club in Florida, like there's the firemen unaliving the what do you call it? The state guard, National Guard in DC. Dude, you want me to run through all of them? Like, stop it. I just made the point.
No. You didn't make the point.
I totally did.
You named off like 6 things that happened over the last 20 years. Now, that being
no, those
said,
things happened literally. Aside from 9/11, those other things happened very recently.
Holy fuck!
I said the Florida, right?
Never mind.
Florida,
forget
Boston.
it. I won't talk.
Because you're not making sense, Mojo. It's not a Mojo verse.
You haven't let me say a fucking word. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, you asked me a question, buddy. All right, I'm done. Go ahead.
All by myself.
You guys send me your thing. Ice Piercing and 2 bat wings for my harvester. Yeah.